Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank and premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Stop by First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, located at 1460 West Kaiser in Osceola, and see Bank President Greg Reese and Teller Supervisor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals, located at 202 West Johnson in Osceola, can meet all of your residential and storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Rentals at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation.
Gary's Pizza, owned by Gary and Billy Ann Hugel, is located at 1275 West Kaiser in Osceola and has been making pizzas since 1984. With over 3 decades of experience, you can taste the difference experience makes. Gary specializes in create your own or specialty pizzas, wings and things, sandwiches, calzones, nice variety of starters, and dessert options. Don't forget, Gary's also has shaved ice with over 40 flavors. You can dine in, carry out, or get delivery by calling 870-563-0808. Gary's Pizza is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Mi Pueblo Authentic Mexican Restaurant is located at 1720 West Kaiser in Osceola. At Mi Pueblo, you can experience the finest Mexican food there is. Mi Pueblo is open 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily and is available for dine-in or carry-out. You can contact Mi Pueblo at 870-563-8292. Owner Jose Marquez is an Osceola Seminole alumni and wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season. Mi Pueblo is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola City Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a third-generation Osceola resident and is working hard to make Osceola a community where people want to live, where our children are safe, and where we can all succeed. If you want a cleaner, safer, and better Osceola for all the citizens, Tyler is working for you. Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Go Seminoles! The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletic. The Small Town Company Boutique and Tanning Salon is located at 109 North Walnut in historic downtown Osceola and is open Monday through Saturday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Co-owner Tracy Cowder and Joe Booker invite you down to see their most updated clothing line that includes shoes, accessories, and much more. Small Town Company also has the best tanning packages around. Makeup artist Haley Grimes and manicurist pedicurist Taylor Cagle offers their services as well. You can follow the Small Town Company on Facebook, and they are your one-stop shop. The Small Town Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. See Grant for all your auto, home, life, and banking needs. Farm Bureau is located at 3125 West Kaiser Avenue in Osceola, and you can reach Grant at 870-563-6561 or 870-316-4212. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says, we get you out of jail fast for real. Free for Real Bail Bond Company provides quick, fast, and reliable service to their clients who wish to bail their loved ones out of jail to meet their court appearances. We provide services for misdemeanors and felonies with some financing available. Call Mayberry 763-1999 or 563-1100. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says you are free for real. Free for Real Bail Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Dr. Toriano Green and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2021 and 2022 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles!
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Osceola Seminole Football. Tonight we are on the campus of Osceola High School, Seminole Stadium, for a big non-conference game, Mississippi County rivalry between your Osceola Seminoles and the Blytheville Chickasaws, and it is a beautiful night for football. I will be joined here momentarily by my color commentary, Mr. Bobby Eflin. Jay Gonzalez will run all the ads and be the producer tonight. Gage Eflin's on the camera. Good to have a full crew here at Seminole Stadium tonight, and we look forward to bringing you the action from Seminole Stadium. I want to welcome everybody that's going to be watching from Blytheville tonight. Thank you for watching the Seminole Nation, folks. If you're watching on Facebook, please hit that like button. If you're on Facebook, please hit that like button. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. And, folks, what we'll do right now, talk about last week. Seminoles traveled across it for folks, it was a big non-conference game. All the way about 4.5 hours down to South Arkansas, where we played the Crossett Eagles, and Seminoles fell 33-26. And looking at the scoring from that game, it was just a bad first quarter for the Osceola Seminoles, because they spotted Crossett 20-0 right out of the gate in the first quarter. 11:48 left. Jackson Moore had an 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown right off the very beginning. The extra point was good, and they led 7-0 at that point. 8:02 left. Tyreek Jones, 16-yard touchdown pass to Dwayne Alfred. Extra point was good. It was 14-0 at that point. And then with 1:55 left in the first, a 91-yard touchdown run by Tyreek Jones, our quarterback. Extra point was no good. And at the end of the first quarter, it was 20-0. Finally, 7:04 left in the second quarter. Seminoles get on the board with a 32-yard touchdown pass from Dontavian Littleton to Keenan Jackson. Slayton's extra point was good, and the Seminoles were down by 13 at that point. 5:12 left in the second quarter. Dontavian Littleton had a 6-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good. 20-14. Right back comes Crossett. 8-yard touchdown pass by Tyreek Jones to Tyshawn Pascal. 2-point conversion was no good, and went to the half. 26-14. Crossett. 6:20 left in the third quarter. 4-yard touchdown run by number 11, Dontavian Littleton. The extra point was no good. 26-20 at that point. And with 2:36 left in the third quarter, the Seminoles come back and tie that ball game on a 62-yard touchdown run by Dontavian Littleton. I'm talking about a pass, I'm sorry. From Dontavian Littleton to Keenan Jackson. 2-point conversion was no good. 26-26 at that point. And then 2:16, the final score of the ball game in the third quarter. Jackson Moore had a 45-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. And nobody could score in the fourth quarter at all, and Crossett wins 33-26 last week. Looking at some of the stats, Bobby, Osceola had 49 rushes for 141 yards, 10 for 21 through the air, 1 interception for 263 yards, 404 yards total offense last week, and that's just, I mean, you just can't ask for much more. I mean, they wanted to run the ball more, but they just could not get the footing on the ground they wanted to get. Had to go through the air, and 263 through the air, 141 on the ground, 404 total. Looking at Crossett, just compare them real quick. 37 rushes for 296. They were 8 for 17 through the air with only 66 yards. So that tells you that Crossett was was very run heavy. They had 363 yards total offense, so we outscored them in total yards, just could not get the win. Give it just a second, folks. We're going to take a quick pause. They get the national anthem here from Seminole Stadium. That is the national anthem here from Seminole Stadium. Great job by them, a group over there for doing that. Excellent job of students here from Osceola. Bobby, just like we were staying just for last week, and we'll get off last week and start on this week. 404 for Osceola, 363 for Crossett last week. Dante Littleton, 10 for 21, 263 yards passing. He's got 2 touchdowns, 26 rushes on the ground for 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. You can see that everything likes to go through our quarterback, and it did last week. Travell Anderson had 22 carries for 63 yards. We need to get him going. And then Keenan Jackson, 3 catches for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. So you're seeing different people each week step up for Osceola.
You know, Michael, and that's the balance that I think Coach Carter's looking for. You're that balanced on offense, run and pass, and you know, you outgained the Crossett team by 40-some-odd yards. You'd think if you put 400 up, if you're 200 and 200, you should win that football game. So there's some issue there with sticking the ball in the end zone or turnovers. And hopefully they'll get that corrected tonight against this Blytheville Chickasaw team.
Bobby, just real quick, make an announcement. There is a vaccine clinic happening right now until 8 o'clock. And that's at the Seminole Arena. And you got till 8 o'clock if you want to go over and get vaccinated, help slow the spread of this COVID-19. We would love to have you go over to the Seminole Arena there, and they'll be there till 8 o'clock doing vaccines. So that's another great thing that's going on here tonight. Bobby, let's talk about the Blytheville Chickasaws. They are coached by Greg Ruffin. This is his first season. Last season, they are 0-1 on the season with a loss to Nettleton, 35-0. But last year they were 5-5 overall, 2-2 in conference. Ended up 4th in the 4A3. They were 4-1 at home, 1-3 on the road, 0-1 on a neutral site. Scored 262 points on the season, gave up 257. In the playoffs last year, they played Clinton 49-14, got a win there in the first round, and then traveled to Prairie Grove, where Prairie Grove just finished their season for them 59-34 in the second round. So I mean, Blytheville had a good season last year, off to just a slow start, kind of like Osceola, and but they're looking for a good season here for the Chickasaws. You know,
Blytheville has experienced some difficulty. They've lost a couple of players, and you know, they're looking to find their way and get some young guys involved and find the recipe to a winning football game. But I think tonight the mantra for Osceola is execution. No penalties. Do your job. Complete your assignment. Drive the football down the field. And I think the Seminoles should come away here pretty handily.
Blytheville likes to run a spread on offense. They're going to run multiple on defense. Everything's going to revolve around their quarterback. As we were talking about just a second ago, Jeremiah Northern was their quarterback, and he's the one that started in their preseason game. But last week he was absent, and I've been told that he is no longer with the Blytheville Chickasaws. So that will leave quarterback number 2, Amarian Russell, as being their quarterback. He was quarterback last week, so he looks to have a big game tonight for the Blytheville Chickasaws. Looking at the defense, Bobby, like I said, they run a multiple defense, and then they're fast on both sides of the ball. One thing you can say about hey, Mr. Hogan coming to the booth. Sorry about the interruption. How you doing, Mr. Hogan? Good to have. He was superintendent here at Osceola for a number of years, and good to have you in the booth, Mr. Hogan. Alfred Hogan into the booth here to come say hi.
Have you put that iron here yet? That new unit we were talking about? It's on the work. It should be.
Mr. Hogan telling us we're going to have some air coming, so that's even better on this hot night. live TV, Bobby, what do you think? So players to watch tonight for the Blytheville Chickasaws will be number 2. Amarian Russell, senior quarterback, 5'8", 165. Their big running back that they'll try to use most is number 44. That's True Walker. He's a senior fullback, also a linebacker, 5'9", 195. And number 1, Taekwon Love, senior. He'll play cornerback and a little bit of wide receiver too, 5'8", 165. And as everybody knows, last season we lost to Blytheville 25-24.
And that was a great ball game last year. Osceola was trying to find their way, and new coach Jamie Carter was starting out in his first game, and they snuck one by on us. They got one by us, and I think tonight we'll see a different Osceola club. And the key with Blytheville is to stop the run. Defense is going to have to play hard up front, and I think that ends well for Osceola with that recipe.
Again, we want to thank everybody who's watching the Seminole Nation tonight here on Facebook and YouTube. If you are watching this on Facebook, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. That'll help us out so much. And if you're on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, folks. That will help our broadcast a whole lot with making sure we're getting to everybody that we are having here on the Seminole Nation. Thank you so much. Bobby, let's talk about the Osceola Seminoles. They are coached by Jamie Carter. Right now they are 0-1 on the season with that loss last week to Cross It. But last season, the Seminoles were 5-5 overall, 4-1 in conference. The conference wins was Corning 48-12, Piggott 12-6, Walnut Ridge 35-14, Manila 39-7. Only loss in conference last year was to Hoxie 55-24. Give us a 4 seed, and the only reason Bobby gives us a 4 seed is because we didn't play Palestine, Wheatley, or Harrisburg due to COVID, and they jumbled everything up, and we were a 4 seed going into the playoffs. Your non-conference games were Cross at 26-20 loss, Blytheville 25-24 loss, and we didn't get to play Blytheville due to COVID. So that was another game that we didn't get to play due to the COVID last year. In the playoffs, we went to Pine Bluff Dalloway and won 17-0, and fell to Boonville 10-7 on a goal line stand, Bobby.
Yeah, and really looked good, like you were going to win that football game in Boonville. I think what you saw last year with the Seminoles, the team trying to find its offensive identity, with a coaching change. But looking at this football team right now, you've got a couple of super seniors out there, and Dontaven Littleton and A.J. Harris, that they're just indispensable to this football team. We know that A.J.'s had a deep bruise to his arm. It'd be interesting to see how much he plays tonight, and I'm sure based on how the football game goes will dictate how much of the field he sees. And then you got the addition of Travell Anderson, who is an outstanding running back that transferred in from Gosnell. And if Travell Anderson gets his legs going and Don Taven's on target with the football, this could be a big night offensively for the Seminoles.
No doubt about it, and Bobby just alluded to it. There's going to be the players we're going to watch. We got one more that we're going to add, and that's number 4, sophomore Keenan Jackson. Had a huge week last week. Bobby, he's 6'2", 158. He's a sophomore, and he can flat out go. I mean, he can reach up there and catch them balls that are high, and he can flat out run.
He has good range, and he's got speed. He's got plenty of speed, that's for sure. Again, it's that offensive team. It really hinges on Don Taven, how he's throwing the football, whether or not he's on target, making the proper reads. The kid's got all the talent in the world, and I love to watch him play. He's a joy to watch, and A.J. Harris is a nightmare for anybody who tries to match up with him. He's a a matchup problem for linebackers because he's a little faster than most linebackers. He's a matchup problem for cornerbacks and safeties because he's so tall. So I think you're right. Those 4 players make it go for Osceola. I think we're going to see a good offensive output tonight.
Talking about the defense, we got 2 that we are going to talk about tonight. That's going to have to be big on the defensive side. It's number 9, Junior Skylar Young, 5'9", 189. He's a middle linebacker, also a running back on the offensive side. Right now, Bobby, he leads the conference in tackles, 13 huge tackles last week at Crossett. And then also number 21, Kamarian Brooks, 6'2", 200, defensive end. He also leads the conference right now in sacks with 2. Them 2 guys right there, and you add in Don Taven and some of the other ones that play both ways. But I'm telling you, them 2 right there get going. Defense is going to be tough tonight.
You know, we talked about Skylar last year. We saw him, as a sophomore get a lot of playing time, and he showed us a lot of moxie last year. He got out there and play hard. He wasn't afraid to stick his nose in there with the bigger kids, and made several tackles last year. So I think defensively, you're right on the money there. How those 2 individuals go is how the defense will go.
Assistant coaches for the Seminoles are Courtney Williams, Alan Landry, Chris Gregory, and Mitch Fryer. The AD, the AD for the Seminoles is Russell Leggett, and our superintendent is Dr. Toriano Green, and president of the school board is Miss Jackie Baker. So that's some of our people here in the school district that we want to make sure we recognize because they're doing an excellent job. And that's the scouting report on the Osceola Seminoles. And, Bobby, just keys to the game real quick for the Osceola Seminoles and the Blytheville Chickasaws.
Yeah, I think for both teams it's going to be execution. For the Seminoles, they've just got to limit penalties. We saw, as I watched the Crossett film, I saw several pre-snap penalties on offense that stall drives. They've got to clean those up. You can't go backwards. You got to move the chains, stay ahead of the chains. And I think for Blytheville, it's just finding itself. It's had some shakeups. They've got to get out there and just execute as far as offensively and defensively what the coaches are trying to give them to do. It's going to be an interesting football game, and I think really it comes down to the same thing for both teams. Eliminate the penalties, execute what you've been assigned to do, and I think it'll be a good turnout.
No doubt about that, and that's good analysis, Bob, because that's exactly what I was thinking somewhat. They are having a coin toss right here at midfield. We don't have very much longer. I know it says 6 minutes on the clock, but we won't have very much longer before we got Osceola Seminole football. And, Bobby, real quick, while we got just a second before we talk about our sponsors, last night, SAU University, which is Southern Arkansas University, played Northwest Oklahoma State. We had a guy that's a former Osceola Seminole by the name of Jarek Scales. Played kind of in the slot for us, or wide receiver for us, but he's playing running back down at SAU. 32 carries, 173 yards, and a touchdown last night.
That's an outstanding output from Jarek Scales. We knew that he had potential here. He played the slot here for us, caught several passes. It's just great to hear of a local kid doing so well on that bigger stage.
No doubt about it. I mean, Jarek is he was huge in Robert Hooks' offense, and I'm just happy for that young man getting to go to the next level, and getting the opportunity. I believe Blytheville has won the toss, and they're going to take the ball, so they'll be on offense. And we don't have long now before we have football. Bobby, just real quick, we're going to talk about our sponsors.
Come on, let's get up on our feet.
We're going to talk about our sponsors just real quick. As y'all see, the Osceola Seminoles are in the big run-through, getting ready to come out. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, Bugmobile Pest Control, Roller Swift Funeral Home, the Willis Clinic, Harshman Reynolds, Gary's Pizza. And here comes your Seminoles coming through the big Seminole Indian down there. Also, Me Pueblo, Tyler Dunnigan, City Councilman, Sandbar Grill, Small Town Company, the Osceola School District, Farm Bureau, Grant Barnett Agent, and Free for Real Bail Bonds Company, Mr. John Mayberry. And we appreciate all the sponsors for sponsoring this, because, folks, I'm going to tell you, without you, it does not happen. And we appreciate everybody. Free for Real Bail Bonds comes on here this week, Mr. John Mayberry, and I appreciate him so much. He was a teacher here at Osceola, still supports the Osceola Seminoles, and he's just a great individual. That's all I can say about him. He's a good man.
Michael, it was such a surprise to me this year. In years past, we've had to put out, feelers for sponsorship and get people interested. And this year, they came to us. We didn't even have to go out and ask anyone. We've got so many new sponsors and such a wide variety of sponsors. Osceola has always supported the Seminoles. They continue to do so this way.
Well, that tells you that they care about their Osceola Seminoles, they care about their town, and they care about our broadcast. I mean, maybe we're doing something right, Bobby. I guess that's maybe what it is. That's what we're going to try to do each and every Friday night. Seminoles on the field.
Looks like we're about to have football.
Hey, one more thing real quick. Mabern and Jeanette Walker and their two daughters is the one that's put the run-through up tonight. They've done it ever since we've had the run-through, so we want to thank Mabern and Jeanette Walker and her two daughters for doing that for us tonight, and they've been doing it for a long time. And we're going to have Seminole football here. It's Logan Slayton that's putting the ball on the tee. He's going to... Well, I don't think he likes it. He's gonna change it a little bit. Seminole band's playing. I know you can hear that in the background, folks. It is time. Going to be a high end over kick, taking it about the 26-yard line by number 6 there. He's going to get across the grain, hit by a host of Seminoles there about the 37, 38-yard line. We'll see where the mark's at, but that's a good job there by Osceola of Jalen Johnson was the returner for Blytheville. Be first and 10 Osceola. Bobby's going to spot it at the 38-yard line of Blytheville.
That's a short kick there, but good coverage there by the Seminoles to get down, and they only give up about an 8-yard return, and that's excellent coverage for the Seminoles, especially on the lower kick, and not much hang time. So it's a good job by the Seminoles coverage-wise.
Waiting on Blytheville to come out. Here they come from across the field. I want to welcome everybody that's watching the Seminole Nation tonight from the Blytheville Chickasaws. Glad you got to watch it here tonight, and we'll do our best to do justice for you just like we do for our Seminoles. Thank you for watching. Three wide receiver set, shotgun formation. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. We got a whistle, and we got a false start. False start on the Blytheville Chickasaws. Be a 5-yard penalty. Now it's going to be first and 15.
That's exactly what I was talking about in the keys to the game. Those pre-snap penalties offensively, they get you behind the chains, and it just kills an offense's momentum. That's something if Blytheville wants to be successful here tonight, make a good showing, they're going to have to clean that up.
First and 15. Ball's now marked back to about the 33-yard line of Blytheville. They're going to have 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation. Russell's going to be your quarterback, number 2, Amarian Russell. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he throws it. It is complete across the 35, up across the about the 40-yard line. They're going to say down right at the 40-yard line. That's a good pitch and catch by the Blytheville Chickasaws to get a good yardage on first down.
That's a good little bubble screen there by the Chickasaws. Osceola opens up in a 3-2-6 offense, kind of flattened out. They're not showing a lot of respect for the Chickasaws deep, so it looks like they've scouted this and seen what's coming. Second down and about
8 yards, what you're looking at for the Chickasaws. Getting the play in from the sideline. Again, three wide receivers set. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right, run to his right, trying to get outside. He does. He's up to about the 40, 44, 45-yard line. Be a 5-yard gain. It's going to bring him a third down, 3rd and 3 for the Chickasaws.
A good read there by their quarterback, Amarian Russell. He pulled it and went around the end. If it wasn't for Ja'Kalen James, that could have been a big gainer.
I believe the end's got to stay at home over there, Bobby. Got to stay at home.
Yep.
Big third down here. Osceola needs to get the defense off the field. Third down, 3rd and about 3. Maybe 4. Be about 4 yards. Shotgun formation one more time. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. Still looking to run. Now he's going to look to run. He's got yardage across the 45, across the 50, and he's going to go out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. We've got a flag on the far side over there. We'll have to see what that flag's for.
That's a good run there by Russell.
They're going to wave it off. So
they waved off the flag. Russell pulls it down and uses his feet to get the first down yardage.
And And that's what they're going to want to do, Bobby, is try to get that quarterback in space and see if he can't run a lot. Doesn't look comfortable throwing, but that time he did exactly what he wanted to do.
It's kind of interesting that as flat as the Seminoles are across the front line, they've changed up the defense a little bit and went to a two-high safety, more in a 3-2-5 now. So we'll see if they're doing that in response.
Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it, and boy, hit right at the line of scrimmage by Anthony Harris Jr., but ends up going to be a loss to Darian Blair, and that's Bobby, somebody we have not talked about. Cleaned that up. Number 55, he is the other transfer in from Gosnell, and he was big that time.
Big hit there. You know, we've talked a lot about A.J. playing that defensive end spot. He's a load there. He's hard to block. He's long, got great leverage. It's good to see A.J. out there being active right now, having that injury earlier in the week.
3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. AJ's on the run after him. They're going to see if he's going to throw, and he's not going to run. I mean, not going to throw, he's going to run. He's going to get across the 45 up to about the 48-yard line. About a 4-yard gain. We're going to call it, it's more than 4 because it was behind the chain. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and about 12 is what you're looking at.
Great pursuit by A.J. there. You love the motor that kid's got. He's playing back at linebacker now. He's seeing the field well, and he followed that thing all the way across the field to make that tackle.
It's a big 3rd down one more time for the defense. 3 wide receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Shotgun formation. Omarion Russell is your quarterback. There's a snap. He's going to look to throw. Now he's going to look to throw again. He wants to run. Now he's just going to throw it up. He's got a man wide open, but he's thrown out of bounds. It's going to be incomplete, intended for number 11. That's Levin Reed. It's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 12. But he had him open, Bobby, just didn't get it to him.
He couldn't get it to him because of the pressure by number 42. He, with a 3-man front like that and only rushing 3, Osceola's, getting back there, getting into the backfield and causing Russell to have to move in the pocket. Yeah, there was no chance to complete that pass.
4th down, 4th and 12. Punt formation, it looks like, for the Chickasaws. Deep receives Noah Enos and number 22, Jabari Person.
Noah Enos and number 22, Jabari Person.
There's a snap. Got a whistle. Thrown by the white hat.
It's going to be a false start.
Well, he ain't no hurry to tell you.
No, he's not. He's thinking about it.
He said, well, let me go talk to this guy.
There was movement in the backfield, so I'm assuming that's what he called.
Well, he still don't know. Legal substitution. That's what he's calling. He got too many men on the field.
There was movement in the backfield. Maybe that's what he's calling.
15 runs off, so maybe they had 12 instead of 11. That's his job to count them. I should have counted them. You count them?
I did not count. I did not.
That's a 5-yard penalty, folks. It's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down from the about the 43-yard line of Blytheville. About 17 is what you're looking at. Punt formation. It's high. It's going to go over his head. Seminoles he's going to fall on it. That's going to be a huge break for your Osceola Seminoles all the way back about the 28-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10.
High snap over Willis Gullick's head, and A.J. was right on top of it. Don Taven was back there. It's great coverage there by the Seminoles, and they got a good start right here. You got to make them pay.
So Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Again, ball's going to be marked at the 29-yard line. Was that a whistle from the field of the? Was that from the band over here?
I don't know where that came from.
Sounded like one of them old-timey whistles.
It did.
4 wide receiver set, spread formation. Dante Van Littleton's going to be your running back. He's got Travell Anderson to his left. There's a snap. Going to throw it. Good job there. That's Keenan Jackson across the 20. He's at the 15. He's still trying to go down to about the 11, 12-yard line, but good job there of the little tunnel screen. That time over to Keenan Jackson.
Good start for the Seminoles there. Keenan Jackson's got to put that ball away. He's got it hanging out there open. He's gonna get it slapped out of his hands, but awesome start. He split those 2 defenders, and you can see the speed.
Right back to the line of scrimmage. There's a snap. We'll give it to Anderson. This time they was all over it. All over. That's going to be a loss. Loss back at least to the about the 15-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress, or one referee's going to give him forward progress.
That was a good rush there by number 77, man. He was in the backfield before the ball got to the quarterback.
7:37 left in the first. 0-0 is your score. Seminoles have it 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. Got to get to at least a 3, close to the 2. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to run. Now he's going to look to the left. Now he's going to look back. He's going to roll to his right. He's trying to get away. He's got room. 15, 10. He's going to go to the 5. Cuts back down to about the 3-yard line, and we got a whistle. I'm sorry, we got a flag thrown in from the white hat referee.
Came in late. Came in real late. Good run by Don Taven. Good read there. Nobody was open. He just tucks it and runs. Don Taven's a very willing runner, and he's a solid runner.
It was late, very late. We'll see what it was.
He threw it toward the pile, so it may be something that happened there on the tackle.
Nevertheless, it was a big run by Don Taven. We'll just see what happens here.
Illegal block against the Chickasaws.
Legal block below the waist against Blytheville. That will make it, you're right, half the distance to the goal. Be between the 1 and the 2-yard lines, what you're looking at. We'll say the 2-yard line. Seminoles will have it. Hey, no mistakes here. We just need to put this ball in the end zone. Let's get this lead. Spread formation one more time. One man comes into motion. There's a snap. Give it to Anderson. He's got a blocker. He's trying to get across. Is he there? And he is. That is a 2-yard touchdown run by number 34, Travell Anderson. That's his first touchdown as a Seminole, folks. Congratulations to him. Comes with 6:53 left in the first quarter.
Solid run there by Travell Anderson. You see the strength there. Kid, he's got the ball. He's got his head and shoulders over his feet, and he knows he's got to get a push. He knows he's going to be hit. Sticks his shoulder in there and drives his way into the end zone. I like seeing those more than I like seeing them break away.
Yeah, I agree. Logan Slayton's going to attempt the extra point.
Good start for the Seminoles. Good start.
They need somebody in there. They're trying to run him in. 13 on the play clock. There's a snap. Hold us down. The kick is up, and it is no good. 6:53 left in the first. Osceola 6, Blytheville 0. Take a quick timeout. Be back in 1 minute.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank and premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Stop by First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, located at 1460 West Kaiser in Osceola, and see Bank President Greg Reese and Teller Supervisor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC.
Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
And we are back to Seminole Stadium. 6:53 left in the first. Seminoles strike first, 6-0. Logan Slayton's going to kick the ball for your Seminoles. Corner kick down. He's going to kick right in the middle of the field. It bounces. Ain't nobody going to get on it. Osceola got a chance. And finally, Blytheville's going to get on that. Osceola stole one last week, Bobby, the same way against Crossett.
And the way the changes in some of the rules that, the AAA and of course other football governing bodies have tried to limit returns, and they've changed some things. Fair catches are in, and a lot of kids now look at that ball and think, well, it's just dead, and you're right, that ball's live, and Osceola almost stole one there.
That's right, sure did. But nevertheless, Blytheville's going to have it. Ball sitting at the 33-yard line of Blytheville. Second offensive possession. One wide receiver to the far side, one on the near side, like a I formation. Look at here. The old I formation. Look at the big fullback. Boy. Old smash mouth. It's going to work. Gets across the 35 up to about the 36-yard line. And, Bob, that's nothing but saying, I'm going to line up and see if I can run over you.
And that's it right there. And I'm not sure if the fullback went to the right hole, but they kind of went different directions. But you're right. That's just smash mouth football. That's big boy. I'm going to line up my best against your best and see if I can push you around.
3-yard gain, be 2nd and 7. Once again, they're in that I formation. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to throw it. It's complete. And that man's got all kind of room. 45, up close to the 45-yard line. Be a first down. And Bobby, that's just them seeing that there's no defender within 10 yards of him, and I'll throw it to you.
Cornerback there and the safety got caught peeking in the backfield, looking for that run out of that I formation. Real quick bubble screen out there, no defender out there, and you'll get yardage every time there. They're uncovered again.
Ball sent it to 45. Running back's going to have it. He's going to get maybe 1 yard up to the 46. That's a good job by our defense. 26 is the carrier, Bob. That's Tim Brown, but just 1 yard on that carry.
Good job by A.J. Harris and Taylon Hooks. And both of them in the backfield there on that run, right on top of the ball carrier. He had no chance.
2nd down and 9. Ball sitting at the 46-yard line of Blytheville. We are 5:30 left here in the first quarter. 6-0 Osceola leading this ball game. I formation one more time. There's going to be the snap. Gives it to the running back. Oh, I'm sorry. The quarterback faked us all out. He's crossed the 50. Down about the 45, 44-yard line. That's another first down. That was a great job because he had us all faked out.
Yeah, quarterback Jontavius Johnson, he did. He faked everybody out. Great ball fake there. Fake on the dive to the running back. And turned up and went around the other end.
Osceola's going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals, located at 202 West Johnson in Osceola, can meet all of your residential and storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Rentals at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium, 1st and 10 for the Blytheville Chickasaws. Ball sitting at the 44-yard line of Osceola. Change quarterbacks. Quarterback's now Jontavius Johnson. He's under center. There is a snap. Going to give it to the running back. He gets a good run across about down to the 41-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain. He's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Chickasaws.
Good job by Kamarian Brooks there. He gets penetration, causes the running back to change track, gets his hands on him, and brings him down. That's a good defensive play by Kamarian Brooks.
He's second down and 7 for the Chickasaws. Ball sitting right outside the 41-yard line of Osceola. We'll have a 3 wide receiver set this time. Quarterback's back in the shotgun. Now they're going to reset. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. He's being chased. They've got him. Got him in the backfield. Who is that, Bob? At number 57 for Osceola. Yep.
Good penetration there. Good pursuit of the quarterback. Gets him down. Bring up that 3rd and long. I can tell you what Coach Carter was talking to that defense about during that timeout. He was talking about playing assignment football. You know what your job is. You need to do your job and quit trying to rush in there in the backfield and make a tackle. You're not looking for the spectacular play. You're looking to do your job.
Terrence Marshall, 57. He wore 56 last week, so we had to clear that up. But Terrence Marshall was the one in the backfield that time. 3rd down, 3rd and 12 for the Chickasaws. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Now he's going to roll to his right, trying to get away, and they've got him in the backfield. Just got to hang on to him and put him down, and they do. Big loss all the way back to about the 47-yard line, and that's going to be 4th down and long for the Chickasaws.
Terrence Marshall, Tony McNeil, and that's exactly what happened right there, Michael. The end stayed home. The end didn't rush up the field and look at the running back. He stayed home, and the play came right back to him. Good defensive stand by the Seminoles.
Punt formation, number 63, that's Willis Gullick. It looks to punt for the Chickasaws. You got Noah Enos and Jabari Person deep for Osceola. Good job by the Seminole defense. There's a snap. High end-over-end kick. Just need to get away from it. Just taking an Osceola bounce. Finally going to be down to about the 32-yard line, and Osceola will have it first and 10 with 2:48 left here in the first quarter. Osceola leading 6-0. And Bobby, right now, the defense has stepped up for the Seminoles.
You know, you expect that. Coach Carter's a defensive-minded coach. He comes from a defensive background, played defense at Alabama, and so you expect that defense to be solid. He likes to give multiple looks. He's done that a little bit already tonight, so it's a good defensive showing for the Seminoles.
Seminoles going to come out in line of scrimmage. Dontaven Littleton's going to be your quarterback. You've got Travell Anderson right behind him. 3 wide receivers set. And there's a snap. They're going to give it to Anderson. He's going to cut up across the 30, about the 33-yard line. They're going to give him 1 yard. That's the 2nd and 9 for Osceola.
I like that look. He's come out of the pistol, try to get Travell Anderson going. If you can establish this running game, it's really going to open up the pass for Dontaven. I like that style of offense right now. You know, come out and try to get that big running back going.
2nd and 9 from the 34-yard line of Osceola. Shotgun formation one more time. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Now he's going to go right up the middle. Leads across the 35. Hits across the 40. Still driving them feet. Across the 45. Close to the 45. They're going to give him the 44-yard line. But nonetheless, that's a huge run there by Dontaven Littleton.
Don saw the middle of the field open up almost immediately. He pulled it down and took off. That's what we talk about being a willing runner. He saw the middle open up, and he took what the defense gave him. That's a good run by Dontaven. You saw there at the end, he's a load to bring down.
1st and 10 for Osceola. Ball sitting at the 44-yard line of Osceola. Have a 4 wide receiver set this time. Getting the play in from the sideline. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw, and he's going to be hitting the backfield, and he ain't got nowhere to go, and that's going to be a loss for Osceola.
That's on your offensive line, Michael. You had number 25 Christopher Hatcher and number 55 Tyrese Grant. They just walked through and just almost untouched. Offensive line's got to do a better job. They got to give Dontaven a chance to throw the football.
Be 2nd down. 2nd and about, let's see, about 16, close to 16 is what you're looking at. Don't need it all back right here. Just got to get maybe half of it. Let's get a good 3rd down margin. There's a snap. He throws it out, complete to Anderson. Anderson's across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Going to get maybe 2 yards on that. That's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 14 for Osceola.
I like that look as well. You're trying to get Anderson involved in the football game. That little swing pass there is just an extension of your running game. You want to get Travell in space. He's a dynamic runner with the football, and he's awfully good in space. So, again, you see the offense trying to get Anderson involved, establish that running game.
3rd down, 3rd and 13 is what they're going to say. Got to get up across the 50 to the 46 to get that 1st down. I think they're going to let the clock run out. It's on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter with your score, Osceola 6, Blytheville 0. We'll take a timeout. Be right back.
Gary's Pizza, owned by Gary and Billy Ann Hugel, is located at 1275 West Kaiser in Osceola and has been making pizzas since 1984. With over 3 decades of experience, you can taste the difference experience makes. Gary specializes in create your own specialty pizzas, wings and things, sandwiches, calzones, nice variety of starters, and dessert options. Don't forget, Gary's also has shaved ice with over 40 flavors. You can dine in, carry out, or get delivery by calling 870-563-0808. Gary's Pizza is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Mi Pueblo Authentic Mexican Restaurant is located at 1720 West Kaiser in Osceola. At Mi Pueblo, you can experience the finest Mexican food there is. Mi Pueblo is open 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily and is available for dine-in or carry-out. You can contact Mi Pueblo at 870-563-8292. Owner Jose Marquez is an Osceola Seminole alumni and wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season. Mi Pueblo is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Seminoles Stadium. 12 minutes on the clock for the second quarter. Start of the second quarter. Also leading 6-0. That happened on a 2-yard touchdown run by number 34, Travell Anderson. Extra point was no good, and that's how we got that 6-0 score here. But Osceola Bobby's facing a 3rd and 13, and need to get a lot of this and see what they do on 4th down.
Yeah, you get across midfield here, and you got 4th and short. I got to think that Coach Carter's going to go for it, and you're looking. You're looking to get somewhere where you're in 4th and 4 or 4th and 3.
See what
you really want to get it all.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that. See what they draw up here. We got 3 wide receivers set. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. And just gonna be sacked. Down to the 41, which that's no gain. It's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 13, and just know where to throw it. And, Bobby, everything seems to be the fly pattern for Osceola. Nothing short in the middle of the field.
And I don't like that. You come out on 3rd and long. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to throw the football. Run a couple of rub routes. Run a crossing route. Don't send everything deep, unless your intention is to run everybody off and have the quarterback run the football. But number 8 there, Landry Tyler, number 77, they just closed the gap.
Punt formation for Osceola. It bounces to the punter. And it's going to be a high kick. He barely got it off. They're going to down to about the 43-yard line of Blytheville. That's going to give them excellent field position.
Actually, Draylon Heyman did a really good job getting the football off. It should have been blocked. He got a decent punt out of what he was given. He had pressure right in his face. It's just an excellent job there by Heyman to get the football away.
A.J. Harris usually punts for Osceola, but with that arm hurt, Heyman's going to do the punting here tonight, and he did an excellent job, like Bobby said, of getting that ball off.
He definitely had some hang time on that. We'll get him a little distance, and he'll be doing a good job.
No doubt. 1st and 10 for the Blytheville Chickasaws at the 43-yard line of Blytheville. We're going to have 4 wide receivers set. Quarterback again now is Russell. He's got Jalen Johnson in the backfield with him. It's a false start against Blytheville. Will be a 5-yard penalty. Be 1st and 15. Let me check that. That's number 5, Travion Anderson. It's in the backfield with.
That just, Michael, you get 1st down, you're in a position to come down and try to tie the ball game up. And you start off a drive with a false start, and it's just that really overworks your offense, and they've got to fix that.
Ball's on the 38-yard line now, 1st and 15. They've got different people running on the field. 6 on the play clock. And Blytheville's going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Osceola City Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a 3rd-generation Osceola resident and is working hard to make Osceola a community where people want to live, where our children are safe, and where we can all succeed. If you want a cleaner, safer, and better Osceola for all the citizens, Tyler is working for you. Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Go Seminoles!
The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminoles.
And we are back. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. Still looking to throw. Throws, and it is tipped and incomplete. That's a great job there by number 2 for Osceola. That's Tony McNeil getting them hands up, and it falls incomplete. Good job. Going to bring up a 2nd down, 2nd and 15. Again, ball's marked right at the 38-yard line. And again, good job by the Seminole defense there. Trying to get players in, changing players out. 4 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. Russell is your quarterback. There's the snap. He's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. He's trying to get away. They got him in the backfield. There it is. Number 57, Terrence Marshall, puts him on his back, and that's a huge loss. Huge loss for the Blytheville Chickasaws.
You know, we talked about this, Michael, when we saw Terrence Marshall come up as a freshman, and he was making plays. He came up and actually played in a couple of the playoff games and made plays, and we knew he's going to be a good one. And you see it right there. He's got a quick twitch, gets off the ball well, and if he gets his hands on you, you're pretty well going down.
Third down, third and long for the Chickasaws. Seminoles needs to keep everything in front of them and get them in punt formation here. Nothing, just don't give up nothing cheap here. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to the running back. It's a delayed draw, and they're going to have him on a short gain, no gain, really. Bobby, that was 42 for Osceola. That's Kamarian Brooks making that tackle.
Brooks. You see that Coach Carter's fine-tuning that defense now, and they're starting to flex their muscles a little bit, playing that odd front and coming with different pressures from different areas. And that's that Alabama defense coming out in him. Nick Saban's a master of it. Of course, he didn't play for Coach Saban, but played for Coach Stallings, I believe. But it's an Alabama tradition to play that odd man front.
Kick's going to get off, going to hit at the 50, go across the 50, and they're going to down it at about the 46-yard line. So it's going to be great field position for Osceola with 9:28 left in here in the second quarter. 6-0 is your score. Folks, again, we want to thank everybody for watching on the Seminole Nation Facebook page and the YouTube page. If you're on Facebook, hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, please.
Michael, Osceola has a chance to come out right here offensively and open this thing up. Blytheville's struggling offensively with the football, and a score here on this drive would be huge going forward in the football game.
And remember, Osceola will have the ball in the second half, so you never know. 4 wide receivers set this time. Got 2 stacked on the outside. And there's a snap. Bad snap. Don Taven's going to have to fall on it, but he's not going to be able to get it. Blytheville's going to have it. And that's a bad turnover in that spot. Bobby and Blytheville have it in great field position at the 30, about the 37, 38-yard line.
Don Taven goes about 6'3" there. Getting it over his head's a chore. He got a hand on it, and I thought he would get it back. He just got a bad bounce. Michael, we talk about this all the time. You've got a football team in here that you should you should be handling pretty easily, and they're playing hard, and you're playing a little bit lackadaisical. You give them hope, and they start to believe they can win the football game. You got a fight on your hands.
1st and 10 for the Chickasaws. It's going to be marked at the 37-yard line of Osceola. Great field position for Blytheville. 4 wide receivers set this time. Quarterback's going to be in the shotgun. 1 running back to his left. 1 going in motion. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to run. Still looking to throw, and he's going to throw it deep. He wants the end zone, and it's going to be tipped, and going to fall incomplete. Good job there by Charles Poole making that tip. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
He had Charles Poole back in coverage. Number 6, Torian Bell Jr. back in coverage. Charles had designs on intercepting that football. He just couldn't quite stretch for long enough to get it. You see what Blytheville's doing there. They want to run the football. They want to establish a run. They're trying to stretch the field and give themselves some room.
4 wide receivers set one more time. Shotgun formation. Quarterback got Reed to his left. There's a snap. It's going to be a quarterback run. He's across about the 35. Going to be run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. It's a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for the Chickasaws.
Yeah, I think maybe that play should have gone the other way on the read option and saw the running back run out and stop. I think the quarterback just saw an opening there. Russell saw an opening, thought he could get a big gain, headed around the right side.
3rd down, 3rd and 8. Ball is again sitting on the 35-yard line of Osceola. Shotgun formation. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. Still rolling to his left. And they're going to have to come get him. He's 35, going to go out of bounds close to the 34-yard line. And they're going to give him right up the 34-yard line. That'll be a 4th down 4th and 7 is what it's going to be for the Chicks.
Excellent job there by Logan Slayton. He just strung it out and kept him going to the sideline, used that sideline as an extra defender. A good job there by Slayton.
Big 4th down. Need to watch the ball here. Nothing cheap. Nothing cheap. Big 4th down. They got to get to the about the 27-yard line, so a little ways to go. Seminoles just to keep everything in front of them. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He throws a screen pass. Look at there. Good job there by the lineman. That's number 47, Bobby. No, it's 42. I'm sorry. It's Kamarian Brooks. And, Bobby, he read that screen the whole time.
Yeah, Kamarian saw that coming. He comes all the way across the formation from the right side DN spot, and he saw it coming, saw the screen setting up. Now, it's a good thing that Kamarian knocks that down because there was room.
Hey, I tell you right there that Kamarian has done his homework because he has seen that on film, and he didn't go back here and rush that quarterback. He stayed to look for the screen. He found the running back, and he did a great job. Great job. 4 wide receiver set for Osceola. They're going to take over at the 34-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. Now he's going to throw the little pass to Terrell Anderson across the 44, across the 50, 45, 40, 35. He's going to try to get back across the 30. Just need a good block here and spring him loose. Oh, they're going to get him about the 15-yard line. But that right there is what we talked about all year long. Terrell Anderson, he gets an open space. You better chase it.
And now you're going to see the tempo come from the Seminoles, but that little speed option out of the pistol, it's a great look. Don Taven made the right read. He made the end commit. When the end committed, he pitched the ball to Terrell Anderson, and you get him in space, and you see what he's capable of.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line of Blytheville. 4 wide receivers set. Man comes into motion. There's a snap. They're going to give it to the, I think it's Jabari Person. I believe that's who that is. I'll just have to check it. Nope.
It was Draylon Heyman on the fly sweep, little jet sweep action across the formation.
No gain on that play. Gives them back to the 18, so it'll be 2nd and 10. That's a good way to mix it up a little bit, Bobby.
Just trying to keep the defense guessing. You give them different looks. You see No Ennis coming onto the field now.
Shotgun formation one more time. 4 wide receivers set. Anderson's your lone running back. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to run to his left and runs right into a man. I mean, just runs right into him. Don Taven does, and it's going to be a loss back to the 22-yard line. And by that time, I think he thought he could juke him, but it just wasn't there.
Yeah, it wasn't there, and I'm not sure if maybe that wasn't a little bit of a busted play. If they weren't looking for that speed option again, Anderson went inside and Don Taven went outside, so it just didn't look like the play was set up properly.
Be 3rd down, 3rd and about 14 for Osceola. Need a big play here. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it to the end zone. He's got a man, A.J. Harris, and it's going to be incomplete.
And that's what A.J.'s so good at right there, Michael. He's a matchup nightmare for a defensive back. He's so tall. He's so strong. You like to see him make that catch, and you don't know how much that arm injury has to do with that because, normally A.J. will come down with those 50-50 balls.
4th down, 4th and 14. You got to get to about the 8-yard line, so we don't need it all. We just need 8. We just need it to the 8 on 4th down here. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he's going to try to step up. It ain't there. Just gets sacked. And again, Bobby, look down the field. 1, 2, 3, 4 Seminoles standing in the end zone. Nothing underneath at all. Nothing short.
You'd like to see that, Michael. If you got a 4 wide receiver set, you keep the back end for protection. Just let him chip and run a 5-yard curl and pass him the football. Give the quarterback an out.
I'd like to see a screen. You got them spread out. And you've got all 4 wide receivers to the end zone. Yep. Be good right there to come across the middle of the field and throw that screen maybe there, but not screen, but the slant. But nevertheless, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blytheville Chickasaws. Seminoles missed a opportunity.
That's right. You would have loved to have a score right there. You still got 6 minutes in the half though. Time for a good defensive stand here and get another shot, put more points on the board.
4 wide receivers set for the Chickasaws. Ball's marked at about the 30 or the 27-yard line. One man going to reset it. There's a snap. They're going to give it to the running back. He's across the 30, up to close to the 35-yard line, 34-yard line. So it's going to bring up second down, second and about 4.
A good jump cut there by Travion Anderson. Get the offense started. Get the Chickasaw started there on first down. Now you're in 2nd and 4, 2nd and short. It opens your playbook up a little bit.
Ball's marked right at about the 34-yard line, I'm sorry. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. He's going to look to run. He's got one blocker. He's crossed the 35, and he's going to be hit and dropped close to the first down. Let's see where they mark it. I think it's right on it.
Big hit by A.J. Harris there. They're going to give him the first down. They're going to give him forward progress, but A.J. came with some bad intentions on that play.
38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Chickasaws. We got 5:08 left here in the second quarter, 6-0 Osceola. And I think Osceola's going to take a quick timeout, talk about it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Small Town Company Boutique and Tennis Salon is located at 109 North Walnut in historic downtown Osceola and is open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Co-owner Tracy Cowder and Joe Booker invite you down to see their most updated clothing line that includes shoes, accessories, and much more. Small Town Company also has the best tanning packages around. Makeup artist Haley Grimes and manicurist pedicurist Taylor Cagle offers their services as well. You can follow the Small Town Company on Facebook, and they are your one-stop shop. The Small Town Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Dr. Toriano Green and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2021 and 2022 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles!
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. We are on the campus of Osceola High School. Blytheville had the ball 1st and 10. Ball sitting at the 38-yard line of Blytheville. But Bobby, just like we talked about just a second ago, Osceola missed an opportunity to stretch his lead.
We talked about it and talk about rhythm and offensive identity, and I think right now they're just struggling a little bit with rhythm and how they want to follow up big plays or how they want to follow up good gains. I think they need to find that rhythm.
I formation for the Chickasaws. There's a snap. Going to give it to the running back. He's hit in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss back to the 36-yard line. So that's a 2-yard loss. Be 2nd and 12 for Blytheville.
Good penetration by Kamarian Brooks there. He gets in the backfield, gets his hand on the running back, gets a little bit of help from his teammates. Kamarian Brooks having a big night defensively.
Second down, 2nd and 12.
Second down.
For the Chickasaws, they're getting the play in from the sideline. I formation. Quarterback is number 2. That's Amarian Russell. There's a snap. They're going to give it to the running back. He's hit. He's going to change running lanes. He's going to get another 2-yard gain up to about the 38-yard line. Original line of scrimmage be 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for Blytheville.
A good play there by Tony McNeil. He gets himself in position to make a tackle. Kind of a little counter tray back across the formation that Blytheville's running there. Tony stays home, does a good job from his cornerback spot.
Big 3rd down for the defense of Osceola. They need a good stop right here, put them in hopefully punt formation and get this ball back one more time before the half. We got to do a stop right here. 4 wide receiver set. Quarterback's in the shotgun. There is a snap. He's going to try to run, and he is going to run. They got to come up and get him. And he's going to run out of bounds at the 44-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 4. What you looking at?
And another good job there by Tony McNeil to recognize the quarterback and turn the football up the field. He's dropping back in coverage. I was mistaken. He's not playing cornerback. He's playing outside linebacker. But he was out in coverage, and he turned around and recognized that there was a scramble.
We've got a timeout, it looks like, on the field. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back after 1 minute.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank and premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says, we get you out of jail fast for real. Free for Real Bail Bond Company provides quick, fast, and reliable service to their clients who wish to bail their loved ones out of jail to meet their court appearances. We provide services for misdemeanors and felonies with some financing available. Call Mayberry 763-1999 or 563-1100. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says you are free for real. Free for Real Bail Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. See Grant for all your auto, home, life, and banking needs. Farm Bureau is located at 3125 West Kaiser Avenue in Osceola. And you can reach Grant at 870-563-6561 or 870-316-4212. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium, 4th down. 4th and 4 for the Chickasaws. And they look like they're going to go for it. They are in a spread formation. Big rolling the dice here. See if the Seminoles can make them stop. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Now he's going to look to run. He's trying to find a lane. They got to put him on the ground, and they're going to, I think he's going to get away and get across. We got a penalty flag too, but I think it's going to be face mask. Nevertheless, be up to about the 49-yard line. That's a 1st and 10 from Blytheville. They're going to add probably 15 onto that.
And Tony McNeil had a chance to make a stop there, and I just think he got his hand up high and got it on the face mask. It was a good second effort by Russell to get out of that tackle and make that extra yardage needed to get that first down.
Holding against the Chickasaws.
Whoa.
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 10-yard penalty.
I apologize. I need to just wait on them to tell me what it is, because that's a hold against Blytheville, and that's going to bring it back. It's going to negate the first down, and it's going to bring it back all the way to the 38-yard line, Bobby, and that's going to be a 4th down and 10. That's a huge penalty.
Yeah, that's a huge penalty, and I'm not sure that they didn't miss one there, Michael.
Looked like a face mask from over here, but we were standing way back from where they are. There's a snap. It's a kick's going to be just directional right down the middle of the field. They're going to let it bounce across the 25 to about the 23, close to the 20, about the 22-yard line. So Osceola have it 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line with 3:07 left here in the second. And Bobby, good job by the defense. The penalty hurts the Chickasaws, and good job by the defense getting this ball back here for the half.
And I'm not saying there wasn't a hole there, but I'm pretty sure there was a face mask, and that at worst that would have been a replay of the down from the line of scrimmage. I'm sure Blytheville would have went for it again, but right here the important thing is Osceola finding an identity. Offensively, they've got to find a rhythm, find an identity, decide what they want to be.
Full wide receiver set, ball sitting at the 22-yard line of Osceola. Shotgun formation. Anderson's going to be your lone running back. And we've got a flag, and I believe that's going to be offsides against the Chickasaws.
Yep. They're going to get number 5, number 3, Elijah Allen. He's trying to get a head start, trying to get back there and visit Don Taven in the backfield.
Good job there of trying to give him some room. They're going to get it up to about the 27, be 1st down and 5 for Osceola. Same formation. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and there it is. Bobby, you called down there and told him. Pass is complete. 1st down across the 36 to the 37-yard line. And that's 1st down for Osceola.
And that's just a 5 and stop by Draylon Heyman. Nobody's on him. Coverage is deep. Coverage is 10 yards off the line of scrimmage for Blytheville. Take 5 yards, turn around, and show them your numbers.
Shotgun formation one more time. No huddle for Osceola. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to run this time up across the middle. Going to be hit at the 40. Going to go down at about the 43-yard line. It's about a 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
That's just a design run there for Don Taven. That's the quarterback draw. Timeout. Got an injured player on the field for Blytheville.
But again, Bobby, it's like maybe you called down there and told them we need to run one of them slants or them 5 outs and go, and it worked. You saw it work, because what Blytheville's seen all night is our wide receivers running all the way down the field. That kind of took them by surprise.
Yeah, it did. And, Mike, we talk about that all the time. If a defense gives you 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, they're going to give you 10-yard coverage blanket on a receiver. Just take 5 yards, turn around and show your numbers. I mean, you're guaranteed 5 or 6 yards every time if you complete the pass.
And Bobby, let me tell you, if they give you that, I'd throw it every play until they finally come up and stop you.
Eventually, they're going to come up and bite. And with the speed that Osceola has on the field, that's when you look for that deep ball. That's when you get a little hitch and go or a double move and try to get down the field and get something big. But as long as they would give me that cushion, I'd take it, and I'd continue to throw those little, just like say it's just a 5 and stop, and I'd throw it till they stopped it. I'd throw tunnels until they stop it.
Like that young man had a cramp, Bobby. He's walking off the field, and we hope to see him back here in just a minute.
Yeah, it's humid. That's number 12, Taryn Walker. It is humid out here, so I'm sure that young man get him some fluids and be back in the ball game.
2nd down and 4 for Osceola. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Throws a slant. There it is. 45, 40. It's a foot race. Keenan Jackson at the 30. 25 down to 20. Still driving them down the field across the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. Huge pitch and catch from Dontavian Littleton to Keenan Jackson, and that's exactly what we talked about.
Keenan Jackson's a good-looking young man. He looks good with the football in his hands. A lot of receivers, when they feel that first tug from behind, they'll go down. Young Mr. Jackson said, I'm going to go until you make me fall.
Did a good job on that run. Shotgun formation. Ball is sitting at the 12-yard line of Osceola. Of Blytheville, I apologize. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. Now he's going to roll. Throws it complete at about the 6-yard line. They're going to give him the 7-yard line. Good pitch and catch between Dontavian Littleton and Draylon Heyman.
Good job by Draylon Heyman there. Make the catch, secure the football before you look to run. It looks like Osceola's found a little rhythm, Michael. I tell you what I've seen. I've noticed that the offensive line is doing a much better job in protection on this drive.
Ball sent at the 7-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Seminoles. They can get a first down at the 2. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to Anderson. He's going to be hit. He's driving them legs. He's across the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Hamlet comes off. And they're going to give him the 4-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 2 for Osceola.
And I tell you, that was the meeting right there. 2 large young men. Number 13, Jontavian Bruin. Yeah, he came with some bad intention.
Osceola's called a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. We're back in 1 minute.
Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. 1:16 left in the second quarter. 6-0 Osceola. Osceola's knocking on the door at the 4-yard line. Be 3rd down and 2 for the Seminoles. The Wildcat here, I think. Oh, they're going to jump off sides. They're going to jump off sides. Should be half the distance, should go to the 2-yard line. That's going to be a first down as a result. Be 1st and goal for Osceola at the 2. Good job there of luring them off sides there.
It looks like they've seen something there in that anxious Chickasaw defense, and those hard counts are drawing them across.
Ball's at the 2-yard line. Dontavian Littleton, the quarterback, got Travell Anderson to his left. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's hit. He's driving them legs. Is he across the goal line? And they're going to say no. So they're going to say he's down at right about the 2. Between the 2 and the 1. It's going to be the 2. No gains. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Too much penetration there by the defensive line of Blytheville. You got to block it up a little bit better than that, especially as a design run quarterback draw for Dontavian. You got to give him a little bit of room to operate.
Ball's at the 2-yard line. There's the snap. Quarterback's not going to roll to his right. He don't have anywhere to go. Just falls down.
And again, Michael, I question, why do you immediately go to the run game? I know you want to be a power football team and punch it in, but if you look out there on the left side, your slot receiver, Draylon Heyman, and your outside receiver didn't have tight coverage.
Ball's at the 5-yard line. 3rd down, 3rd and goal. There's a snap. Going to hand it off one more time. And it's going to be no gain. And the Seminoles going to have to hurry.
The whole defensive front for Blytheville was in the backfield that time. Travell Anderson had nowhere to go. Now, just as I compliment the Osceola offensive line doing a better job, they let you down at the end.
Man, that's rough right there, Bobby. That's rough. Man, you're on the 2-yard line. You got 3 plays. You can't get it in. You didn't have any timeouts left. And, Bobby, I would think there you can't take a sack, can't take a running play that's going to run the clock out. Either you got to throw it, maybe if it's incomplete, the clock stops, or you throw it away and the clock stops, and you still have a 4th down. But the Seminoles did exactly what you could not do right there, and they got stopped, and that's tough right there before the half.
Yeah, that's not good clock management there at the end of the half, and you're that close to score. You had the football on the 2-yard line, and I completely understand the desire to punch the football in, line up man on man. My team is stronger than your team and punch it in. But at some point, you've got to use your speed and you've got to use what works for you. What's been working for Osceola is the quick passing game. I think at that point on the field, you got to take at least one shot in that quick passing game.
No doubt about it. But nevertheless, Seminoles have the lead, folks, 6-0 at the half, and they will have the ball in the second half as we start. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to let our sponsors get a word in. You're going to hear from every one of them. Then we'll come back with the postgame show here in just a few minutes.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank and premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Stop by First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, located at 1460 West Kaiser in Osceola, and see Bank President Greg Rees and Teller Supervisor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate. And you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals, located at 202 West Johnson in Osceola, can meet all of your residential and storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Rentals at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation.
Gary's Pizza, owned by Gary and Billy Ann Hugel, is located at 1275 West Kaiser in Osceola and has been making pizzas since 1984. With over 3 decades of experience, you can taste the difference experience makes. Gary specializes in create your own specialty pizzas, wings and things, sandwiches, calzones, nice variety of starters, and dessert options. Don't forget, Gary's also has shaved ice with over 40 flavors. You can dine in, carry out, or get delivery by calling 870-563-0808. Gary's Pizza is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Mi Pueblo Authentic Mexican Restaurant is located at 1720 West Kaiser in Osceola. At Mi Pueblo, you can experience the finest Mexican food there is. Mi Pueblo is open 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily and is available for dine-in or carry-out. You can contact Mi Pueblo at 870-563-8292. Owner Jose Marquez is an Osceola Seminole alumni and wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season. Mi Pueblo is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola City Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a third-generation Osceola resident and is working hard to make Osceola a community where people want to live, where our children are safe, and where we can all succeed. If you want a cleaner, safer, and better Osceola for all the citizens, Tyler is working for you. Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Go Seminoles!
The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
The Small Town Company Boutique and Tennis Salon is located at 109 North Walnut in historic downtown Osceola and is open Monday through Saturday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Co-owner Tracy Calder and Joe Booker invite you down to see their most updated clothing line that includes shoes, accessories, and much more. Small Town Company also has the best tanning packages around. Makeup artist Haley Grimes and manicurist pedicurist Taylor Cagle offers their services as well. You can follow the Small Town Company on Facebook, and they are your one-stop shop. The Small Town Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. See Grant for all your auto, home, life, and banking needs. Farm Bureau is located at 3125 West Kaiser Avenue in Osceola, and you can reach Grant at 870-563-6561 or 870-316-4212. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says, we get you out of jail fast for real. Free for Real Bail Bond Company provides quick, fast, and reliable service to their clients who wish to bail their loved ones out of jail to meet their court appearances. We provide services for misdemeanors and felonies with some financing available. Call Mayberry 763-1999 or 563-1100. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says, you are free for real. Free for Real Bail Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Dr. Toriano Green and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2021 and 2022 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles!
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. We are on the campus of Osceola High School. Halftime for tonight's game between your Osceola Seminoles and the Blytheville Chickasaws. And right now, Osceola has the lead 6-0 over the Blytheville Chickasaws. Looking at scoring, just one score is all you had. 6:53 left in the first quarter. Number 34, Travell Anderson, has a 2-yard touchdown run. Logan Slayton's extra point was no good. And that's what we got right now, 6-0, Bobby. And, there's been opportunities. There's been times when Seminoles had a chance right there before the half to put it in. There was another time that we got down there and we just couldn't get it going, turned the ball over on down. So you can't say the Seminoles have not had the opportunity.
No, they've had opportunities. I think the two biggest things that I see that really give me, kind of point to the reasoning behind that's inconsistent play of the offensive line. They were a little bit sketchy there in the beginning, and then they kind of turned things around there on about the third drive, and we're protecting a little bit better, run blocking a little bit better, and then right there at the end, that last drive, they were not able to keep the defensive front of the Chickasaws out of the backfield. You got to find some identity. You got a complete monster back there with Travell Anderson. You got a kid that's got a rocket arm in Don Taven Littleton. You got to find ways to get those folks involved in the offense. start getting some positive yards. I like the short passing game. Short passing game looks real good, looks really good. I'd like to see a little bit more of that and see if you can find an identity and set a rhythm.
And Bobby, if they're keying on Travell out of that backfield every time and we can't keep the defenders off of him, then maybe we need to put him in the slot. Put him in motion. Maybe put him in the slot, put him in motion to come across. Just some way to get him involved to where it's not just taking that handoff and getting sacked or dropped in the backfield.
And, they did a little bit there early in the first quarter. A couple of swing passes out there to him, an extension of the running game, get him out in space, and give him an opportunity to do what he does in the open field. Kid's a dynamic back. He's got all the tools in the world. I think it's just maybe a little bit of a question of confidence for the coaches, how much confidence they have in this offensive line. Maybe they see them every day in practice and we don't.
No doubt about it.
Maybe they've seen these issues and they're trying to manage around it. But, defensively, the Seminoles have played well. They've given up a couple of big plays, but overall, the couple of timeouts that Coach Carter used to talk to them got them back assignment sound, got them back to staying in their lanes and making their reads. And defensively, they played well. And, I've always said, if you've got a good defense, you can stay in many, many, many ball games. You can defense win championships. I say that all the time. But this offensive football team's got to find an identity and set the tone for the second half.
Looking at stats here, I want to thank Coach Thompson for doing our stats. He does an excellent job, and we appreciate him so much for getting us some stats. And, folks, I want you to hear these stats for Osceola: 16 rushes, 55 yards. They are 5 for 5 through the air for 79 yards, 134 yards total offense for Osceola. Now, this is the staggering number right here for Blytheville. They've got 20 rushes for 5 yards. They are 2 for 6 through the air for 17 yards, 22 yards total offense. And, Bobby, if I told you before the ball game that Osceola's going to have 134 yards at the half and Blytheville's going to have 22, what would you tell me the score would be?
Oh, it'd be more than 6-0, that's for sure. And that's a great defensive number. And of course, that number's a little bit skewed by you had the punter went down. That goes against the rushing total. But the defense has played well. I'm impressed with how Coach Carter is able to call the football game. He definitely sees what Blytheville. You can tell that he studied Blytheville on film. He knows what they're going to do, and he's made adjustments defensively. They just need to make those same adjustments offensively.
Travell Anderson, 4 rushes, 51 yards, gets his first touchdown as a Seminole, so that's a big milestone for him. And you're right, Seminoles just got to clean up some of this mess here, and let's get rolling in the second half and get a lead and put this in the way. We're going to take a quick time out again, let our sponsors get a word in. Hey, folks, we want to thank all of our sponsors. You're going to get a word from them right now, and then we'll come back and talk about them a little bit after the message.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank and premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Stop by First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, located at 1460 West Kaiser in Osceola, and see Bank President Greg Reese and Teller Supervisor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals, located at 202 West Johnson in Osceola, can meet all of your residential and storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Rentals at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation.
Gary's Pizza, owned by Gary and Billy Ann Hugel, is located at 1275 West Kaiser in Osceola and has been making pizzas since 1984. With over 3 decades of experience, you can taste the difference experience makes. Gary specializes in create your own or specialty pizzas, wings and things, sandwiches, calzones, nice variety of starters, and dessert options. Don't forget, Gary's also has shaved ice with over 40 flavors. You can dine in, carry out, or get delivery by calling 870-563-0808. Gary's Pizza is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Mi Pueblo Authentic Mexican Restaurant is located at 1720 West Kaiser in Osceola. At Mi Pueblo, you can experience the finest Mexican food there is. Mi Pueblo is open 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily and is available for dine-in or carry-out. You can contact Mi Pueblo at 870-563-8292. Owner Jose Marquez is an Osceola Seminole alumni and wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season. Mi Pueblo is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola City Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a third-generation Osceola resident and is working hard to make Osceola a community where people want to live, where our children are safe, and where we can all succeed. If you want a cleaner, safer, and better Osceola for all the citizens, Tyler is working for you. Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Go Seminoles!
The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletic.
The Small Town Company Boutique and Tennis Salon is located at 109 North Walnut in historic downtown Osceola and is open Monday through Saturday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Co-owner Tracy Cowder and Joe Booker invite you down to see their most updated clothing line that includes shoes, accessories, and much more. Small Town Company also has the best tanning packages around. Makeup artist Haley Grimes and manicurist pedicurist Taylor Cagle offers their services as well. You can follow the Small Town Company on Facebook, and they are your one-stop shop. The Small Town Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. See Grant for all your auto, home, life, and banking needs. Farm Bureau is located at 3125 West Kaiser Avenue in Osceola, and you can reach Grant at 870-563-6561 or 870-316-4212. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says, we get you out of jail fast for real. Free for Real Bail Bond Company provides quick, fast, and reliable service to their clients who wish to bail their loved ones out of jail to meet their court appearances. We provide services for misdemeanors and felonies with some financing available. Call Mayberry 763-1999 or 563-1100. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says, you are free for real. Free for Real Bail Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Dr. Toriano Green and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2021 and 2022 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, go Seminoles!
And we are back here, Seminole Stadium on the campus of Osceola High School. Got just about 3 minutes, and now they'll probably have a 2-minute mandatory warm-up period before the half ends. Bobby, let's talk a little bit about teams from around the region. Rivercrest did not play tonight. Prairie Girls got the COVID. Gosnell did not play tonight due to COVID. Newport, I think they're out tonight due to COVID. So we've got some cancellations due to COVID tonight. But what we do have is a few scores from around Manila. They are at EPC tonight, and right now, folks, at the half, the Lions from Manila 27-6, Bobby.
You know, Michael, the Manila's got a new coach. They've got a new vision. I got to say that we're all used to March Madness and basketball, or, Midnight Madness, the start of a basketball season. And the new coach came in this year from Manila, and AAA says August 1, you can go practice. And, boy, midnight, August the 1st, he was out there practicing. It was a great thing, a new atmosphere, and that Manila Lions team's probably going to make some noise.
Truman 20, Harrisburg 0 at the half. Harding Academy 24, Valley View 14, and that's a game that was made up. Valley View is supposed to have had Gotham tonight, I believe, and I think Harding Academy was off. And when that cancellation happened, them two got together, so we're going to play. So right now it's the number one team in 3A, 24, Valley View 14. And the only other score I got, Bobby, is the St. Louis Cardinals 8, the Milwaukee Brewers 0, and Wainwright is pitching a gem. Do you hear me?
Yeah, he's got a one-hitter going there, and go Cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's nice to see him producing a little bit at the plate right now.
Cardinals trying to bounce back into that wild card picture, and I wouldn't count them out till it's all over with. And Bobby, let's talk a little bit about our what we got going on in Opar just real quick. Flag football and soccer's fitting to begin. We've got some drafts happening, and we've got pickleball at the community center. Folks asking, what is pickleball? Folks, if you ain't ever played pickleball, it is a fun thing, because what you can do, it's kind of like a wooden racket. Not very big, and you hit kind of like a wiffle ball is what it's like. It's got about 40 holes in that wiffle ball, and it is a fun sport. Kind of like it's a smaller court than a tennis court is, and we've got that going on right now also at the community center. And so we got soccer, flag football fitting to hit for the little kids, and our youth Seminoles, our 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, went to their jamboree last week. 5th grade tied their ball game with win, and our 6th grade Seminoles just handed Pocahontas a big loss. That's all I can say. That group's special, Bobby. They won the whole thing last year in 5th grade. We've moved up into the top division this year and going to play, and we'll see what happens. But that 6th grade group's very good. Ought to be a good year. Coaches, two of the coaches there, Shane Cagle does an excellent job with them, and Dr. Toriano Green, which is the superintendent, he's one of the coaches out there, and there's some more. Just they're doing a great job with our youth.
You keep that team together, in about 4 or 5 years, we'll be watching them right here.
Just like we are right now.
That's right. That group is special. They've got some talent there, and they are getting some good coaching. And it's great to have that program so that these kids have some some things to do and get out and learn. I've always said that team sports teach you a lot more about life than they do team sports, and it's just great that those kids have that opportunity. Shane does a good job with that program, and all those volunteer coaches giving all that time. Football is not a sport that you can coach once. You gotta coaches. You gotta coaches. As much as you can. It's demanding, and that volunteerism really speaks to the community.
No doubt about it, Bobby. Both teams are back on the field. I think they're gonna. But yeah, there's 3 minutes on the clock. We'll take a quick time here, Bobby. Talk about our sponsors real quick. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas. That's Greg Reese. And Taylor Lucius been the premier sponsor for the Seminole Nation since the beginning, and without them, there is no Seminole Nation. I'll just tell you that.
They were the first one. They were the first one when we, when you dreamed this up, and we started talking about what's it going to take to do this, and you know me, I'm high maintenance, and so you said let's get some prices, and we saw what it was going to cost us, and they never batted an eye. They stood up, stepped right up, wrote us a check, and Greg's a Seminole. And has always been a supporter. And Taylor, even with those Rivercrest roots, she stepped up. It's her community. She works in the community. You just can't ask for more from those folks.
Bugmobile Pest Control was another one that stepped right in at the very beginning, was our banner sponsor, helped us with our live show. It's Oscar and Jade Gonzalez up there, and they do excellent work also, Bobby. Roller Swift Funeral Home, that's Tim Tucker out there. He's been with us since day one. Mm-hmm. Been another one of the sponsors has been with us since day one. The Willis Clinic, Dr. Sharita Willis, Tim Willis. They have been a sponsor for a couple of years now. We appreciate them so much. Harshman Reynolds, Ed Harshman. He's been a sponsor for everything.
Can't say enough about Ed. Ed is always helping in the community.
Gary's Pizza is a brand new sponsor this year. That's Gary and Billy Ann Hugel. Billy Ann is an alumni of Osceola High School, class of 1993, 94. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you that, in my opinion, the class of 1994 is the best class to ever come out of Osceola. Don't shoot me for that. But just a great appreciation for the sponsorship from Gary's Pizza. Mi Pueblo, that's Jose Marquez, always steps up to the plate. He's an alumni, used to kick for the Seminoles. Tyler Dunnigan, city councilman. Tyler is working real hard on the city council to do the right thing and try to bring the best for Osceola. We appreciate him for his sponsorship. Sandbar Grill, Harry and Jeanette Keats. And folks, I've told you this over and over again, and I'll let Bobby tell you. You go down to Sandbar Grill, you get good food, but you get a great show.
And great entertainment. You know, Michael, we started this last year that we kind of had an episode of As the Sandbar Turns, every week. And, back during when the COVID crisis kind of backed off and, we had all been, eating in the office all the time. We were so glad when the Sandbar Grill opened back up, we could go back, sit down and eat and visit with Harry and Jeanette. And, I'm not sure if Harry ever found that mayonnaise, but it was supposed to be in the cooler.
That's right, or the telephone.
I did. Well, he found the telephone. It was right in front of him. But, again, you always get really good food there and great entertainment. And I'm sure between now and next week, we'll find something else to pick on Harry about.
That's exactly right. The Small Town Company, they're brand new downtown Osceola. That's Tracy Callender and Joe Booker, both alumni of Osceola High School. Check them out downtown, the Small Town Company. Osceola School District, Dr. Toriano Green, Superintendent. Jackie Baker's your school board president. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. Farm Bureau Insurance, Grant Barnett agent. Grant's another alumni that's come through Osceola and played for the Seminoles. We appreciate him so much. And our last but not least, First for Real bail bonds. Come on, Mr. John Mayberry. For all your bail bond needs, get with Mr. John Mayberry. Free for real bail bonds. And folks, as you've seen on the screen as we were finishing up there, the kickoff went to Keenan Jackson, and he kind of fumbles the ball, picks it up at about the 13-yard line, and Osceola have it there. And that ain't the way you want to start the third quarter.
Yeah, it's good coverage by the Chickasaws in that. Now look at what you started here. We got Jerry Bishop. He says, no, class of 84. That just means Jerry's older than me. I hate that for him. Anyway, Bobby Chalk says class of 79, and Damon Jones says class of 96. Now,
Well,
you started a war.
I know it. But Jerry, Jerry's got he's got a sibling there in Lori Bishop, who was a class of 94, and she will say that the best class to ever come out of Osceola was the class of 94. So, folks, hey, I just call it like I try to see it.
Miss Gibson says class of 95.
Well, that's 1 year after me.
You
So
really started it.
Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Throws a slant to Keenan Jackson. It was there. Hit him right in the hands, and he just drops it. But, Bobby, that's exactly what you wanted there.
That's what you need
He
right
just
there.
dropped the
Keenan's
football.
got to look it in and catch football.
It's going to bring up a second down, 2nd and 10. Again, that ball's marked at about the 13-yard line, and the Seminoles need to try to get out of this funk. They're in a funk right now. They've got to get out of it and get some positive yards, and let's turn this around here. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, still looking to throw. Nowhere to go. Converges on him. He's going to get maybe to the 10. It's going to be about a 4-yard loss. So it's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and long. And again, just wasn't no. And the defense is doing a good job of not letting him get out of there, Bobby.
And, that's number 55, Tyrese Grant. He's coming off that left side, and he's putting good pressure on the quarterback. The offensive line just got to block it up better.
A lot of love on the live stream right now, Bobby. I mean, they tell you, they'll say, I love you, Michael, but.
Yeah, I told you,
at least
you started a war.
At least we're getting the love. Snap. Going to throw out to Anderson. He's going to drop the football, and they're going to say it's an incomplete pass. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Seminoles going to have to punt, and that is not the way you want to start the third quarter.
That is not how you want to start the half of football. You come out, we've talked about the direction, the rhythm, and the identity of the offense. They come out and did exactly what we thought they should do, and you just got some drops. And Michael, let's just focus. Kids have just got to get out here and focus. They got to put their head back on and get after it and play some football.
Draylen Heyman's going to punt for Osceola. Deep to receive is number 1, Taekwon Love for the Chickasaws. He's standing about the 39-yard line. Did a good punt here. There's a snap. It's going to be a kick going across the 30, about the 35. Going to go across the 40, about the 45. That's a good roll up to about the 46-yard line. So, hey, that's a pretty good punt there from Draylen. And Chickasaws will have it 1st and 10 at the Osceola 46.
Nice punt by Mr. Heyman there. He did a good job. I got to tell you, Jita Harris she's calling it Class 85. You're right, Jita. Class 85 now. Now, I wasn't an 85 Osceola. I was an 85 Luxor, but 85 just the same. Best class ever.
85.
85.
Jackie Baker says 79. 79. I don't know, Jackie. I'm with you, but I think the 94's got you beat.
Gary Cooper said 96 because that was the first state championship. Damon Jones agreed with him.
So if you get a state championship, that's the best class.
That's what I think Councilman Cooper's saying. I think that's what Mr. Jones is saying as well.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you done stirred up a war. 85, that's right, Gita, 85.
They're going to give it to the running back. He's across the 45, across the 40, drops the ball, picks it back up himself, goes across the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. And big first down there. That was just power football for the Chickasaws.
Sean, you're right. Luxor 2nd to none. You know, you love to see Jabari Person stick his head in there, and you don't want to see him lose that helmet. But man, he is a willing hitter, and that's great to see defensively.
Ball sitting at the 33-yard line of Osceola. Like almost a wishbone formation is kind of what you're showing here. Man, there's a snap. They're going to give it to the lone running back. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get any gain. Be no gain. He's going to bring up a 2nd down, and they may even make him lose a yard back to the 34-yard line. So be 2nd and 11.
And there's that young man we talked about earlier in the pregame, Skylar Young, coming in there and really laying a lick. And that's, you can see the focus now. The Seminoles. I'm sure Coach Carter had a word with them on the sideline, and they come out and they're playing hard on defense.
Once again, little offset there to the right. Quarterback's going to hand it to the running back. They've got him in the backfield again. Good job there by the defense for another loss of 1 yard. Ball's going back to the 36. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 13 is what you're looking at.
Kamarian Brooks and Terrence Marshall. Terrence Marshall's going to be a good one, Michael. He's really a force to be dealt with on that defensive line. That's a good defensive stand here for the Seminoles.
3rd down, 3rd and 13. Getting the balls marked on the 36-yard line of Osceola. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation this time. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look. He's going to try to find a hole. He's got one across the 30, 25, down to about the 21-yard line. And that wasn't nothing there, Bobby, but a quarterback run.
Yeah, he dropped back, and it was a draw. And that pursuit, Blytheville recognized the pursuit coming on the outsides. He just steps up and takes off. And I'll tell you, Omarion Russell's got good wheels, and he can get out of there and get gone.
1st and 10 for the Chickasaws. That's a big first down. That's sitting at the 21-yard line of Osceola. Quarterback is number 2, Omarion Russell. There's a snap. Ball's on the ground. Ball's still on the ground. Ball's on the ground for about 5 minutes, and I think Blytheville's going to get back on it. Man, that's a big opportunity for Osceola there. We could not get the fumble. It's going to be a loss on the play, about 2 yards, 2nd and 12 for the Chicks.
And, you see Terrence Marshall back there in the backfield again, and if that ball had been a snake, it bit him. He just didn't see it. It was right at his feet, but good defense by the Seminoles. And, even though things haven't been going real well for them offensively, and Blytheville's had a couple of big plays here, these kids are playing hard, and they're playing with heart, and that's going to take them far.
2nd and 12. Ball's at the 23. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to throw, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. It just slipped out. Look, it slipped out of the quarterback's hand there, and it's going to be another 3rd down, 3rd and long for the Chickasaws.
Boy, we opened up, Michael, you just opened up all kinds of things here on Facebook. Larry Bowen's talking about people I played football with. He leaves out Nathaniel Nolan, leaves out Tim Talley. Tommy Gathan, I just don't know how he can do that. But you've really got a discussion started on Facebook.
Is that back when they had face masks or
we
face
had
masks? Was it leather helmets?
No, it wasn't leather. We had some helmets.
Just trying to word it. We're just trying to figure it out here. Some folks may want to ask that. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right now. He's looking for a hole is all he's doing. They got to come up and come get him. He's going to fake across the 20. He's across the 15, going to go out of bounds. Oh, about the 11-yard line, and that's going to be close to a first down. That's going to be right on it.
Michael, I don't normally like to give the officials a hard time, but that was a clear hold on Kamarian Brooks, an absolute clear hold, and I just don't see how you don't see that.
It'll be fourth down. Fourth, and it's going to be about a half a yard, all it is. They got to say 1 because there's no such thing as fourth and half a yard, but be 4th and 1, and here comes the big jumbo package. It's going to be probably I'm finna run over you. I'm splitting. I'm going to blitz every gap. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to get that ball into the running back. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he's going to get up to about the 10-yard line. That's a 1-yard gain. That's going to be a first down for the Chickasaws. Should be first and goal at the 10 if it's touching the 10.
If he got to the 10, he got the first down. They've got it spotted right at the 10. That's first down. Good push by the Chickasaw offensive line there.
Be first and goal from the 10-yard line. Chickasaws are knocking on the door here. In the third quarter with 7:17 left. 6-0, Osceola leading. Quarterback's going to be under center. And there's a snap. It's going to be a toss sweep. And the running back's going to be hit in the backfield for a loss. That's number 42, Bobby, for Osceola, Kamarian Brooks. Loss all the way back to the 15. Be second goal now from the 15.
Good play by Kamarian Brooks. He's been in the backfield all night. Excellent tackle. Good form tackle. Blytheville's got a player down.
Yep, got a player down, and take just to see if he's cramping up. Hopefully he's just cramping up. We don't need any injury, especially this early in the like they're just going to try to stretch him out. So, Bobby, right now what you're seeing is right now when Blythe was going in that jumbo package, Seminoles are getting good, looks like good penetration on them in there. But when they spread you out, it's hard to keep that quarterback in check.
That's, again, that goes back to what we talked about earlier. It's assignment football. You've got to stay in those lanes to contain him. And, pursuit up the field is not always the best option there. You pursue up the field, that gives him the middle of the field to open up into. I don't know that Blytheville attempted a pass, maybe one.
Yeah, they have.
But they haven't shown you they can throw the football consistently. So I'm looking at 8 or 9 in the box and telling you're going to have to beat me with your arm.
Well, right now when they're lining up that jumbo package, they're going to try to run it. Because they're loaded up to try to run over you. And they spread it out. What you're going to have to do is make sure somebody accounts for the quarterback.
Yep.
Because don't get me wrong, if it's there, he'll try to throw it, but that is not what he wants to do.
No, you got to spy on the quarterback, and I'm sure Coach Carter has a plan for that. I'm sure he's got some defensive scheme there that does that and spies on the quarterback. But the effort that I see out of these kids, even when they make a mistake, it's made with great effort. So. That's something you can build on, something you can work with. This is a sound defensive football team for the Seminoles. They really need to bow their neck right here and keep Blytheville out of the end zone. You can ill afford at this point to give Blytheville hope and let them start to believe they can win this football game.
Looked like number 26 there, Tim Browns, who it looked like. He was just cramped up. He goes over to the sideline. They're going to try to get him stretched out. And I'm sure we'll see that young man back in there.
We certainly want Mr. Brown to get back in the ball game.
Second down and goal from the 15. You get to see how they got them spread out here. Let's see if somebody spies the quarterback. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to look to pass. He's going to throw to the end zone. And he's got a man. And it looks like it's intercepted. I think that's intercepted. Yes, sir. That's Noah Enos down there for the Osceola Seminoles. Number 5, Noah Enos, just goes up and takes it away from the receiver, Bobby.
Excellent play by Noah Enos there. Amari and Russell leaves a little too much air into that football. Initially, his receiver, Levin Reed, was open. But, getting that ball in the air and putting that much air under it gave Noah Enos time to break on the football and shows excellent hands going up and grabbing the football, high pointing it, and keeping those feet in bounds. Great job there by Noah Ennis.
And that's exactly, you need a momentum change. Hopefully that can fuel Osceola to give them a little life. And let's get this ball positive down the field here with 6:22 left in the third. Seminoles leading 6-0.
Yeah, that can be a heartbreaker for an offense that was starting to have some success. And you gotta come right now and punch them in the mouth and take control of the football game.
3 wide receivers set, shotgun formation for Don Taven Littleton. And there's a snap. I'm going to give it to your running back. He's across the 20, across the 25, across the 30. He's got one man. He's across the 35. That's Travell Anderson. They're going to give him the 35. That's a 15-yard gain, Bobby.
I love his vision, Michael. Travell Anderson reads the blocks well. He knew when to break. He didn't automatically try to go outside and beat him with his speed. Excellent run by Travell Anderson.
35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Seminoles. There's a snap. Going to give it to Anderson again, going the other way. He's going to get the outside. He's across the 40, across the 45. We got flags pretty well, just 2 or 3 places on the field. I know we're probably going to have a hold back here. We'll just have to see what the other flag is on the far side.
That first flag was in the area of holding, and I know what they're calling there. Yeah, I mean it is technically a hold. The defensive player went down. The Osceola offensive player just laid on him. I'm not real sure what you want offensive player to do.
It is a hold against Osceola.
Looks like it's another cramp issue.
They declined that, and it's another hold, and they're going to take it.
Yeah.
So what tell them? Do you take the first one or the second one?
Does it matter?
No.
You can only get 10 yards.
That's right. That's right.
And that's,
that could have been a pancake
again,
block you were talking about.
There's the penalties. You get a couple of positive plays out of Travell Anderson. You start to really see his worth to this football team. Good runs, and you negate it with a penalty, and that's just got to be cleaned up.
Ball's back to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for Osceola. There's a snap. They're going to give it to him again. He's across the 25, across the 30, up to the 31-yard line. Good gain there, getting some yards back. It's going to be a 2nd down. 2nd and about 14.
Another good run by Anderson. I know he didn't gain a lot of yards, but we got another flag.
Yeah, we do have another flag. They're pointing way up here. We'll just have to see what it is. Who is that in the field? On the field?
I don't know who this guy is.
Some guy. I don't know. You look, he didn't get flagged for that. After the play, personal foul against Osceola.
And it came off the Osceola sideline, so I'm assuming that's why the penalties against Osceola. And that's, Michael, that's a death blow. You can't afford to do that. I'm not sure who the gentleman was on the sideline, but it didn't appear to be associated with the team.
Yeah, you can't just walk on the field. That's how you get a penalty on the home side.
Yes, it is.
You got to control your own people. I don't know who that was. But nevertheless, it's going to be way back. We're way back to about the 16-yard line.
1st and forever.
Yeah, got to get to the 45, so repeat 2nd down.
Or 2nd and forever.
And we got a flag.
Flag on the play.
Offsides against Blytheville. Somebody lined up across the ball. That's going to give us 5 yards now, up to about the 21-yard line. Let's bring up a still 2nd down.
That's a positive offensive play in my book.
Yeah, it is. We'll take all we can get. Finally get the ball marked at the 21-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down. 2nd about 21 is what it's looking like. 4 wide receiver set for the Seminoles. Littleton is your quarterback. Anderson's going to be his running back beside him. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He throws complete across the 25, across the 30. Going to go out of bounds at the 31, at the 31-yard line. Anthony Harris Jr.
That's what we talked about there, Michael. Just a little outlet. Give the quarterback somewhere to take the football if he's in a scramble drill. Good job by AJ. AJ turns around, shows him his numbers. It's not a huge gainer, but it is positive yardage, and it's pushing you closer to that first down.
It'll be third down, third and about 14. Blytheville's got another player down, and he's just cramped up. You can see we just lost all. We lost. It almost pulled it out. Got one man down here at the 30-yard line. They're going to cramp him up.
Yeah, there's a lot of, it's very, very humid, and players do everything they can to hydrate, and it's just hard not to have these cramping issues this early in the year, as hot and humid as it is.
I'll tell you one thing they're going to have to work on, Bobby, both teams, is trying to minimize penalties. Going in and out.
And you're right, Michael. There's been a lot of penalties tonight, and then a lot of pre-snap penalties, a lot of things that both teams have to work on.
Getting this young man stretched out there. He's fixing to get up. Number 6, Jalen Johnson. But they're gonna help him off, but I think he's just cramped up. They're trying to get him uncramped. Very humid here tonight in Seminoles Stadium. Very humid up here in this press box. Humid everywhere you are.
Now, Mr. Hogan, the retired superintendent, came in and told me that there was an air conditioner on the way, and I'm going to hold him to it.
We'll see what happens there. Ball sitting at the 31-yard line. Third down. Third and about 14 is what you're looking at. Full wide receiver set for the Seminoles. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. Still looking. Going to throw across the grain. Try to get it to Noah Enos and just overthrows him. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Seminoles are going to have to punt.
And at that time, Michael, and I understand where coach is going with that. We're having a lot of trouble protecting the pocket, and let's roll him out, get him in a little space, give him some time to throw the football. And that time, Blytheville gets pressure from the edge. I mean, it's just a series of things that have not gone the Seminoles' way. They need to clean this stuff up, clean up the penalties, and see what they can do positively from this point forward.
Heyman's going to be your kicker for Osceola. Deep to receive is Taquan Love, number 1. Also number 12, that's Tyler Walker. Comes one man in motion for Osceola. There's a snap. High end over. That's a beauty. That's a beautiful kick. Going to go out of bounds, so we'll just have to see where they're going to mark it at. And they're going to say it's going to go out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Blytheville at their own 38-yard line. Defense is going to keep going, Bobby. I mean, we're asking the defense to do a lot so far.
Yeah.
They've been, but they hadn't broke. So we just need the defense to keep stepping up.
Michael, I've often wondered, how does that referee know where that ball went out of bounds?
Well, he's supposed to be looking at it. That's his job. He's supposed to look at it. He kind of eyeballs where it went out, and he tells that side judge, he says, you go down there and you run until I tell you to stop. And he stops. That's the only thing I can think of. That sound pretty good?
That's the best explanation I've ever heard.
38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Chickasaws. 3 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. Russell is your quarterback. There's a snap. He's going to look to run to his right. Now he's going to cut across the grain, and he's got going to have some positive yards across the 41 to 42-yard line.
It's starting to get a little chippy out there, Michael. I see a little frustration out of the Seminoles there.
Well, they gave him a great spot. Man, he went out about the 42, Bobby. They give him the 45. Wow.
That's a really good spot.
Wow. What a spot. Nevertheless, it's going to be 2nd down, 2nd and 3. for Blytheville. Seminoles got to keep their composure and keep playing defense. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. Still rolling to his right. He's going to try to get to the outside. We got a flag back here. He's going to get across the 45 to about the 47 yard line.
Michael, they're fixing to get Terrence Marshall for a personal foul for kind of throwing a punch. But they sure didn't miss the hold. He was getting drug around by his jersey, and he tried to get the offensive player off him. Coach Carter's letting him hear about it right now. Terrence has got to keep his cool there, but I understand you see the punch, but I don't see how you don't see the blatant hold.
Bobby, you just can't get frustrated there, though. I mean, I know it's a hold. You go to them, tell them it's a hold, but you cannot take matters into your own hands.
Yeah, the second guy always gets caught.
No doubt. We're waiting on the white hat to tell us. We kind of think we know. It is a hold against Blytheville.
Yep.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's going to offset
against Osceola. But see, they called the hold, so he didn't have to do anything else.
He didn't have to do anything. They had it. It's going to replay second down.
Let's see here. Let's see what they're going to do. I think they're going to enforce the holding penalty. And there was two.
They called two unsportsmanlike. That's.
So
I shouldn't have gave them a bad rap there. They did their job well. They noticed both of them, and that's a good call by the officials there.
So the holding penalty will count. Both unsportsmanlike conducts will offset. So still be second down for the Chickasaws all the way back to the 31-yard line. 4 wide receivers set for Blytheville. Quarterback is in the shotgun. Ball's on the ground. Quarterback's going to pick it up. He's looking for positive yardage. He's going to get positive yardage. He's across the 30. Going out of bounds over about the 33, 34-yard line. Still going to be a big, long third down to go, Bobby. But it seems like Osceola just cannot get there on the mistakes.
You got to give credit to Marion Russell there. I mean, he's got great feet. He's got great feet. He didn't panic. Made plays to keep that from being a disaster. And the kids played well tonight. I think Blytheville's found their quarterback.
3rd and 14 for the Chickasaws. Ball's marked at about the 34-yard line. They got to get to 48. Seminoles need to do a good job here. Keep everything in front of them. We need to punt. That's what we need. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look. He's going to look. Now he's still looking. Now he don't know if he wants to run. They're going to have to come get him. Don't let him get away. You got to have a man downfield. Got to. Thrown in the middle of the field, and you wouldn't believe it, but it's caught. But they're going to have a flag on the far side, and it's got to be a man downfield.
Michael, somebody talked to Kamarian Brooks and A.J. Harris and Terrence Marshall because they played contain on that one. They forced the quarterback to throw the football. There's a good catch there by number 5, Travian Anderson. He just continued to lengthen the play with his feet, but that was a different Osceola defense right there. That's you're going to beat me with your arm.
See what they decide to do here. They're going to ask also if they want the penalty or they want to take the play. Ineligible man downfield against Blytheville is going to be declined, so they'll take the play. The play will come up to the 39-yard line. That's going to be a 4th down. About 4th and about 9 is what you're looking at. 4th and 9, and let's see if Blytheville decides they're going to go for it or not.
I like that call by Coach Carter there. Take that down. Try to get him off the field. And we see Terrence Marshall trotting back out there. That's good to see. And looks like Blytheville may punt.
Better watch his fake here. You don't ever know. Need to keep it in front of you.
I'm an old lineman. I'm a lineman at heart, and I've had opportunities to run the football before, but the punter's not going to run it.
Yeah, you never know. Over his head, we got to go get it. Got to go get it. And that's going to be huge right there. It goes over the punter's head. Going to give Osceola a great field position at about the 19-yard line. And, Bobby, you have got to take advantage of this right here. You've got to.
This is reminiscent of the first quarter, and it's how Osceola scored in the first quarter. They got a short field, and you've got to take advantage of this right here.
Right now, it's 6-0. You almost want to say just right now, you almost want to say that the next person that scores may win.
That's very possible.
Just because both teams are having so much trouble getting in the end zone. So, you want to go ahead and try to be the one that's up here.
And defensively, both teams are playing well.
Yes.
Blytheville's defensive line and their linebacking core is really, really good. They're very stout, so you've got to take advantage here.
Ball sent at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for Osceola. There's a snap. Going to give it to Anderson. He's going to have to backtrack. He's going to have loss all the way back to about the 16-yard line.
Good play there by Kenandre Newman. You got to give Travell some room, guys. He's very capable and he can get the job done for us, but you got to block it up for him.
Be 2nd and 15. Got to get to the 4-yard line to get the first down, and Seminoles are going backwards and be a spread formation. There's a snap. Going to give it to him again. He's across. Well, no, he's going to get to about the 26-yard line, back to the 26-yard line. That's a no gain. Going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15 for the Seminoles, and just it ain't there right now.
Big man Travis Luster in the middle of that Blytheville defensive line just reached out and got a handful of jersey and wouldn't let Travell get going. He had some room there. Had he been able to escape that tackle, he probably could have picked up 10 or 15 yards, but the rhythm is not there for the Seminoles, and the line's just not playing very well at this point.
Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Throws right down the middle of the field. It's way too high for Anthony Harris Jr. And it's going to fall incomplete, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And he's open there, Michael. That just a little flag in the middle of the field. It's about a 15-yard route, which is what we've been talking about. AJ's open, and that's unusual for Don Taven. And I'd like to tell you that, what I saw out of Travell Anderson there is he picks up that escaping defender and lets that play happen. If that's a completion, that one would go to Travell Anderson. He did a great job in protection there.
4th down, 4th and about, it's about 16 is what you're looking at. You got to get to the 4-yard or the 9-yard line, folks. Got to have the 9. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's going to throw, but it's nowhere near where you want it to be, and the fall incomplete. Seminoles going to turn it over on downs, and Blytheville is going to have another shot.
Yeah, that's just disappointing, Michael. I mean, I think it's a situation right here where there's just a lack of confidence on the offensive side of the football. They know what their defense can do. Travell Anderson's doing everything he can do. Dontaven Littleton's doing everything he can do. And, it's just, they've got to find their rhythm and find their identity and stick with it.
Going to be 1st and 10 for the Chickasaws. Ball is going to be marked at the 24-yard line of Blytheville. They got to hurry. They got 1 second on the play clock. And Blytheville's going to have to take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We're back in 1 minute.
Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals, located at 202 West Johnson in Osceola, can meet all of your residential and storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Rentals at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation.
Gary's Pizza, owned by Gary and Billy Ann Hugel, is located at 1275 West Kaiser in Osceola and has been making pizzas since 1984. With over 3 decades of experience, you can taste the difference experience makes. Gary specializes in create your own specialty pizzas, wings and things, sandwiches, calzones, nice variety of starters, and dessert options. Don't forget, Gary's also has shaved ice with over 40 flavors. You can dine in, carry out, or get delivery by calling 870-563-0808. Gary's Pizza is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation.
1st and 10 for the Blytheville Chickasaws. Ball sitting at the 24-yard line of Blytheville. I formation. Quarterback's under center. That's Russell. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to the running back. He's hit in the backfield. They're going to give him maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll call it 2nd and 10.
Terrence Marshall making a big play there. Good stop. Getting a little help from A.J. Harris. They've got this defensive thing figured out.
38 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Osceola holding on to a 6-point lead, 6-0. Going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Chickasaws. 4 wide receivers set. 1 quarterback, he's in the shotgun. 1 running back to his right. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to pass. He's still looking to pass. Now he's trying to find a lane to go, and he's going to get across the 25 up to about the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 6, but that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. With your score, Osceola 6, Blytheville 0. Take a timeout, and we'll be back for the start of the 4th quarter.
Mi Pueblo Authentic Mexican Restaurant is located at 1720 West Kaiser in Osceola. At Mi Pueblo, you can experience the finest Mexican food there is. Mi Pueblo is open 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily and is available for dine-in or carry-out. You can contact Mi Pueblo at 870-563-8292. Owner Jose Marquez is an Osceola Seminole alumni and wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season. Mi Pueblo is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola City Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a 3rd-generation Osceola resident and is working hard to make Osceola a community where people want to live, where our children are safe, and where we can all succeed. If you want a cleaner, safer, and better Osceola for all the citizens, Tyler is working for you. Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Go Seminoles!
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. We are on the campus of Osceola High School. Start of the 4th quarter, Osceola 6, Blytheville 0. Blytheville will have the ball. Be 3rd down. Third and about 6 is what you're looking at.
The defense needs a big stop here. You got to have a stop here. Get them off the field and get your offense back out there and try to find some rhythm.
John Tavius Johnson is going to check in at quarterback for the Chickasaws. 3 wide receivers set. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw, and he's going to be hit. Ball's on the ground. See who's got it. Osceola says they do, and they do. Right there it is. Another big turnover for Osceola. To Darian Blair. Falls on the fumble, and Osceola's got another gift, Bobby.
That's Jeffrey Hall Jr. there getting in on the sack, and you saw it again there with Tony McNeil playing contain, spying on that quarterback and taking that run away from him. Big turnover here. Osceola needs to capitalize.
Seminole fans have come to their feet. They are clapping for their Seminoles. They're trying to get some life into this team, try to get a little rhythm into them. We need to put this ball in the end zone, and let's take this game and take the control of the ball game. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 22-yard line. 4 wide receivers set. Seminoles got a man coming on the field late, and Osceola's going to have to take a timeout.
He's got equipment issues, Michael. His helmet's got some problem with his helmet.
Take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
The Small Town Company Boutique and Tennis Salon is located at 109 North Walnut in historic downtown Osceola and is open Monday through Saturday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Co-owner Tracy Calder and Joe Booker invite you down to see their most updated clothing line that includes shoes, accessories, and much more. Small Town Company also has the best tanning packages around. Makeup artist Haley Grimes and manicurist pedicurist Taylor Cagle offers their services as well. You can follow the Small Town Company on Facebook, and they are your one-stop shop. The Small Town Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation.
And there it is, folks, coming out of the timeout. You saw it. We're gonna miss half of it, but we got it. That's a 22-yard touchdown pass from Don Taven Littleton to number 4, Keenan Jackson.
And there it was, that quick slant right across the middle of the field. Don Taven puts it on the money. Keenan Jackson breaks that tackle, getting the end zone. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Osceola.
22-yard touchdown pass from Don Taven to Keenan Jackson. Keenan's going to be mad. Don's going to be mad because we missed half of it. They want that on the highlight reel.
Well, you know, Jade trying to pay the bills.
That's right. And they started too quick. That wasn't no true minute, Bobby.
We saw it, and it was good.
Oh, man, that's bad. That's bad.
That's a good idea here. Go for 2.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Now he's going to have to get rid of it. He throws it in the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. So with 11:46 left here in the ball game, Osceola 12, Blytheville 0. Take a quick timeout. Let our sponsors get a word in. We'll be right back.
You got a flag on the play.
The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Dr. Toriano Green and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school.
Folks, I'm sorry. We had a flag come in late right there as we went to commercial. It's going to be a hold against Blytheville. So we'll start that commercial over for the Osceola School District here in just a minute. I'm sorry. So that's going to move the ball half the distance to the goal. They're going to retry the 2-point conversion.
And here's a second chance for you with Osceola, and you get this 2-point conversion's big. It'd be big in the end of the ball game.
Shotgun formation one more time. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to try to run it. He's up the middle into the end zone. That's a 2-point conversion for Don Taven Littleton. Osceola 14, Blytheville 0. We'll take another quick timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Dr. Toriano Green and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2021 and 2022 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles! Free for Real Bail Bond Company says, we get you out of jail fast for real. Free for Real Bail Bond Company provides quick, fast, and reliable service to their clients who wish to bail their loved ones out of jail to meet their court appearances. We provide services for misdemeanors and felonies with some financing available. Call Mayberry 763-1999 or 563-1100. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says you are free for real. Free for Real Bail Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. 22-yard touchdown pass from Don Taven Littleton to Keenan Jackson. 2-point conversion was run in by Don Taven. And the Seminoles have a 14-0 lead. And, Bobby, that's got to make you feel a lot better if you're the Seminoles.
Yeah, it really, puts the game in a little bit of better position for you and gives you some control. And you like to see that pass out of Don Taven's hands. Man, it was right on the money. And, again, we talked about this earlier. Utilizing that speed in the quick passing game will open up the running lanes. I'd like to see him do a little more of that.
Logan Slayton is going to kick the ball for the Seminoles. He's showing an angled kick is what he's showing. He approaches the ball, and it's an angled kick. It's going to be taken at about the ball's on the ground. See if somebody can get on it. Who's got it? I think Blytheville's going to get it back. They did at the 31-yard line. It'll be Blytheville's football, 1st and 10.
Travell Anderson just had it get away from him just a little bit. I thought he had a really good play on it. Got a Blytheville player down.
Do got official timeout for an injury.
Michael, you talk about that play right there. You look up Travell Anderson, who's your horse at running back. I mean, he's your workhorse, and there he is on special teams trying to make a play. That just shows you the commitment of that kid, and what he wants to do for his football team.
Looks like the young man that's down is cramped up. They are getting him stretched out. And again, Bob, we talked about how humid it is here, and it's just it's a hot, humid night, and we've seen a lot of cramps because of it. So, Bobby, we want to thank everybody for watching the Seminole Nation tonight on Facebook and YouTube. If you're on Facebook, hit that like button for us. That helps us out a whole lot with knowing who our audience is, and it helps us out just with total likes, and it would help us a bunch if you would just do that. And also on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate everybody watching us tonight. We want to thank our sponsors. Without them, you don't see anything here tonight, folks. I'm just telling you, they are the ones that make this happen, and we appreciate it, and it's just it's a group effort.
It is, and we can't thank our sponsors enough, and they make this thing go around, and supporting this community and supporting these kids, and giving them the ability to get this out there so people that can't be here can watch the ball game, support the Seminoles. I saw Mr. Claude Lynch on there just a little earlier from Gallatin, Tennessee, and that's a Seminole that's not able to make it here, but he's watching and he's supporting them.
And you talking about a stud in high school?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Claude Earl was a heck of a football player. Went on to the University of Arkansas and lettered there.
Yep.
And he's watching us. I saw Bobby Chalk on there. He was talking about the class of '79 earlier. He's watching us. I mean, you got a lot of Seminoles that are watching us, and this is why we do it, Bobby. We do it because a lot of people can't be here to see it.
That's right.
1st and 10 for the Chickasaws, ball to 31-yard line. There's a snap. There's going to be an end around, and it's going to be number 5. Anthony Harris Jr. tracks him down and did a good job. It's going to be a big loss for the Chicks.
And AJ shows you what that speed and length means right there. He's got a great motor and just a solid football player all the way around. And you couldn't find a better kid if you tried.
Jason Dunlap says he's on his way to the hill to watch the Hogs tomorrow, and he's watching while he's sitting in the car. And Jason, we're going to leave here about 20 minutes after we get done, and we're heading that way too, buddy. So
I hope y'all pack some sunscreen.
Yeah, it's going to be hot tomorrow, but y'all be careful heading that way. 2nd down for the Chickasaws. There's a snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's trying to find a place, and he's going to be sacked. Oh, we got a flag. Right in the middle of the field, about the 19-yard line.
It's going to be a hold.
Oh, we want that play.
It's going to be a hold against Blytheville.
We'll decline that.
Yeah, they'll decline that and take the play. Great rush there. The defensive front for the Seminoles just took off into the backfield. That's a great defensive play.
Be 3rd down and forever. They got to get to the 41-yard line. Seminoles just need to keep everything in front of them right here, Bobby, and then try to run some clock if we get this ball back.
That contained defense they've been playing the last little bit, that's where they need to be, because Omarion Russell's going to look to do something with his legs.
There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to give the delay handoff, and it's going nowhere. Stop for a loss, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Smoke draw.
Smoke draw. I knew it was a draw. I just forgot it was smoke.
What'd you used to say? Run it up the middle.
Yeah, well, if anybody knows, they know what that's about. That's all Houston Nutt used to do at Arkansas, is run up the middle. And we had the horses. Never mind. We can talk about that all day. 4th down. 4th and forever for the Chickasaws. 10-13 left in this ball game. Seminoles have a 14-0 lead. Punt formation for Blytheville. Seminoles, if they can field this punt, should have great field position. There's a snap. It's going to roll to the punter. He gets it off. It's a decent kick. It's going to go hit at the 30-yard line. And Enos almost picked it up. They didn't know where it was at. But you know what? Looking at Noah Enos right there, Bobby, in his mind, let me tell you what he was thinking. I'm going to go up and pick this up because they don't know where it's at. But, boy, if I mess this up, I'm not going back to the ball game.
And No looked at it and said, no, I'm not doing it. He wanted to.
Oh,
he wanted to. He really thought about it, but that's a good decision by Noah Ennis. You got great field position here, and there's no reason to take a chance here. And as much as I'm a ball control guy, Michael, and I like running the football, I just don't think you take your foot off the gas right here.
Oh, I don't think so either. You do want to eat some clock up, but you're right. You're right. I think you need to go ahead and do what you're supposed to be doing.
I'd rather eat it with a 3-touchdown lead than a 2.
That's right. 1st and 10 for Osceola to 39. Quarterback's going to throw out to Noah Enos. He's going to get up across the 40, takes a shot. He's still going, trying to get away, and that's just a good job over there. But Noah Enos never gave up on that.
No, that's a good hard run by Noah there. He gets hit almost as soon as he catches the football, shakes that one off, and in those bubble screens like that, you got to make one guy miss, and you expect the other wide receivers to block, but it's a good play by Noah, just not a good result.
Ball's going to be sitting at the 38-yard line. That's going to be a loss, about loss of 4, so it'll be second and 16. They've got a player on the sideline.
Yeah, they got another cramp over there on the sideline.
It's cramped up, Blytheville does, and they're going to take a.
Yeah, Michael mentioning that, and we talked about the cramping issues and the humidity, and we haven't seen any Osceola players go down with cramps yet, just knock on wood. But
yeah,
that's testament to Coach Carter's strength and conditioning program, and getting the kids ready to play tonight. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. It's September in Arkansas, and that's you got to look at that coaching staff and say they've done a good job getting these kids ready to play tonight.
Exactly right. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching the Seminole Nation here tonight. A lot of viewers here, and we appreciate it. We love what we do, folks, and we do it because there's a lot of people who cannot get here. There's a lot of Seminole fans that are all over the country, and before we've asked you to tell us where you're from, and we had them from California to overseas, down in Mexico one night, and it's just unbelievable about all the Seminole alumni that is able to watch the Seminoles now, and that's what it's all about for us, and that's why we do it, because we have a lot that want to keep up with what's going on.
It's a great atmosphere. I love high school football. It's we've got a great crowd here from Blytheville. You got
Yes.
a great crowd from Osceola, and
Yes.
people coming out and support these kids, and that's what these communities need. You need something to get behind, and this is a positive thing for both communities.
Well, in today's times, Bobby, with everything going on, it's been some sad times going on in the last couple of years, and a lot of things that are been in bad shape, and man, just good to see some things, getting back to normal a little bit. Shotgun formation for Osceola. Ball sitting at the 42.5-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw down the middle of the field. He's got a man. He's got two men, and it's going to be incomplete. Overthrew both of them. Two men in the same area, and I'm sure that wasn't designed for both them men to be in the same area.
No, and I see a little bit of experience on the part of Draylon Heyman there. He's looking at the football and turned, and he should have just turned and ran under it. Not a bad throw by Don Taven. He's leading him out there. Tony McNeil's out there with him, and I like that play. I like that go for the throat style there, and in my estimation, that's a good play there for Coach Carter.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Lorraine McClendon. She's watching us tonight from Marion. Gotta love the McClendon family. They are great people and just super people. The Douglases, Stephen and Debbie Douglas gives us a shout out. We want to thank them so much for watching the Seminole Nation. Don Taven going to throw across his body, and it is hit number 7, Draylon Heyman, in his hands, and he's just going to drop it. Going to bring up a fourth and about 13 for Osceola.
That's a good job by Don Taven, lengthening the play with his legs and having an opportunity to find an open receiver. And Draylon's just got to catch that football.
You want to talk about a blast from the past, Bobby? Right now, Mr. Ronnie Falkenberry, he just gave a comment on here that talked about how when he played, they played over at Hale Field. Before they built this big place out here.
He's dating himself, but I got to tell the truth. I played there too. So
that's a long time ago, folks. And I'm gonna tell you what, it's people like that built this place out here. I'll tell you. Punt formation. It's going to be a high end over end kick. Good kick. Seminoles should go get it. And just good job there. That ball's going to fall dead about the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Blytheville. That's just another good punt.
Draylon Heyman's done a good job tonight punting the football. Michael, the first year for this stadium was my junior year in high school in 1983-84. And when they built it, everybody said, oh, my goodness, that's a college stadium. It just so far surpassed what other high schools in the area had. But, here we are almost 30 years later, or more than 30 years later, almost 40 years later. And it's still a great place to play football. It's held up well, and that's testament to those individuals on the school board and with the city that, saw the need to build for the future. And, There's been a lot of football played here, a lot of wins, and it's still a great place to play.
You talk to people all around the state, they'll tell you got one of the finest high school stadiums in the state. And that's a testament. You're right. 1st and 10 for the Chickasaws. They're going to take the snap. Looks to roll. Now he's going to try to find a hole up the middle. He's across the 15, across the 20. And finally going to get wrestled up back there. They're going to give him about the 20-yard line, I think is what they're going to give him. About a 4-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Chickasaws.
And Logan Slayton comes in and cleans that one up. And Omarion Russell's done a good job tonight, and he's been their workhorse. And you got to think that the Blytheville coaching staff is looking at him as their future quarterback, and he's done well tonight.
2nd down, 2nd and 6 for the Chickasaws. Ball sitting at the 19-yard line. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to pick it up, kind of roll to him. He's trying to find a hole, and he's going to be just bottled up there right there in the middle for a loss, and they're going to blow the whistle dead. I think it's going to be a loss of at least 1 yard back to the 18. It's going to bring up a 3rd down for Blytheville.
Another good job there by the defensive front, and playing assignment football, playing contain, taking that run option away from Omarion Russell and try to make him throw the football. And you see a little bit of frustration on Russell's, in his body right there, his body movements. And the young man's taking a beating tonight, and he's kept going. That's a solid football player for the Blytheville Chickasaws.
Big 3rd down for the Blytheville Chickasaws. It'll be 3rd down and 7. That's what you're looking at. Got to get up to at least the 25. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to throw the bubble out there. Seminoles have got him in the backfield. And here we got a hold way back here. We got a flag thrown way back here at the 22-yard line. I ain't gonna say what it is because I don't know yet. They may get them both. It may be a hold. I don't know. There was just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Looked like Jeffrey Hall Jr. there.
Gonna wave it off.
Hooked up with number 63, Willis Gullett for Blytheville. And,
they're gonna wave it off.
they waved it off. I think that's a good call by the officials.
Be 4th down, 4th and 10, back to the 15-yard line, and I think Blytheville's going to have to kick. Number 63 there, that's Willis Gullick's in punt formation. Enos is going to be back to about the 46, 47 to receive. Got 7-11 left here in this ball game. 14-0. Osceola leading Blytheville.
David Gann asked the question on there about what year the stadium was built. And the first year they played on this field was the 83-84 school year. And that was my junior year in high school. And we played one of the first ball games here against Osceola.
It's blocked. Punt's blocked. It's picked up by Osceola. It's still on the ground. Seminoles, somebody just needs to fall on it. Now let's see who they give it to. Was it ever possessed by Osceola? That's going to be the question, was it ever possessed by Osceola? Because I think Blytheville recovered it, but if it was never possessed, it's going to be Osceola's football. Osceola tried to pick it up there, but it never was possessed. Blytheville did fall on it, but still you can't do that. It's got to be possessed and then fumbled. So Osceola will have the ball, great field position, Bobby, about the 8, between the 7 and the 8 yard line.
And that's again a testament to the defensive front there on punt team and getting in there and getting your hands on the football. And you come out now and eat a little clock and just maintain control of the football game.
Play clock is moving down to 15. Seminoles still on the sideline. Going to be 10. Yeah, I don't know how they'll make it out there and call a play.
But I would, it would be a little more comfortable with a three score lead. And, maybe you just take a shot right here and go ahead and put it in the end zone and come back and play defense again.
Ball sitting on the 7 yard line. 1st and goal from the 7. Shotgun formation. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to Anderson. He's going to try to get to the outside 10. He's across the 5, and he's going to get in. That's a 7 yard touchdown run by number 34, Travell Anderson. His second touchdown of the night, Bobby.
Great run by Travell Anderson. Put the Seminoles up 3 scores, and now you're in control of the football game. Started starting to really gel on offense.
I think Osceola's going to attempt the extra point. That is number 23, Logan Slayton. Is going to kick.
Now I've started a debate on what year they first played in the stadium.
Well, there's a plaque down there. I'm going to tell you that.
I think the construction began in 80, but I was pretty sure that first year we played on it was 83.
Well, there's a plaque down there. We just can't get there. And there's a kick. It's up, and this time it's going to be good. 6:34 left in this ball game. Osceola 21, Blytheville 0. Take a timeout. Be right back.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank and premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Stop by First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, located at 1460 West Kaiser in Osceola, and see Bank President Greg Reese and Teller Supervisor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC.
Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
And we are back. Seminoles Stadium on the campus of Osceola High School, 21-0. Osceola leads Blytheville with 6:34 left here in this ball game.
A good job by the Seminoles to take control of the football game, get it up to 3 scores, and now you just got to go out and play defense.
Logan Slayton's going to kick for Osceola. High end over end kicks taken at the 31-yard line. Fair caught by number 8. That is Landry Tyler. Be first and 10 for Blytheville at the 29-yard line. I just told him a story. 30-yard line.
Let's see what Osceola does defensively. The contain's been working. Omarion Russell's taking a beating. He's got to know he's as tough as nails because he's taken several licks tonight, and he's done a good job for the Chickasaws. Osceola come out and just continue to play defense.
Chickasaws will have it first and 10. Ball sitting right at the 30-yard line. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to number 5. He's trying to get to the outside. He's hit and going to go forward to the 35-yard line. So that's a 5-yard gain. Be 2nd and 5 for the Chickasaws.
Again, it's just looking to contain here, not give up a big play. Keep everything in front of you. You got a commanding lead. Play clean. Don't do anything stupid, and continue to move forward from this position.
Got a flag on the play. Thrown by the white hat, which is the referee. Illegal substitution against the Blytheville Chickasaws. They got people coming in, but just ain't nobody going out.
That's, when you look over there at the Blytheville sideline, you look at the Blytheville players. They're clearly frustrated. They've played hard all night.
Yes.
The team has no quit in them.
Yes.
That's a sign of a well-coached football team.
Yes.
They'll rebound from this and play better.
No doubt. No doubt. They have played hard, and they're going to be a good football team, folks. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to hand it on a delay. Smoke draw, Bobby Eflin says, and it's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe get 1 yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Chickasaws.
A good run by Travion Anderson. A better tackle by Kamarian Brooks. Again, it's here to, from here forward, you're just trying to play contain, keep everything in front of you, and get out of this football game with a win.
3rd down and 9 for the Chickasaws. Ball sitting at the 31-yard line of Blytheville. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he's trying to get away. Ball on the ground, and they're going to pick it up. We've got a flag on the play. It looks to be maybe a face mask, but going to be a loss all the way back to about the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. But I think we're going to have a face mask on Osceola. I could be wrong.
And I don't know which way that face mask is going to go. I think both of them had a handful. But you got to love Talon Hooks going back there and picking Omari and Russell up. You've been in a very hot football game. It's human.
Yeah, personal foul, face mask against Osceola. Give him a first down.
They both had some face masks.
Yeah.
Usually the defensive player is going to lose that one.
Yeah, well, he lost it there. It's going to give Blytheville should give him a first down. Personal foul. Isn't it the first down?
Personal foul.
Okay, that's not. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. My bad. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he's got room. Good job by Enos. Going to force him out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 2 for the Chickasaws.
Good job there by No-No. You don't have to necessarily make that tackle. You just got to get him out of bounds, use that sideline as another defender, and that's a good play by No Ennis.
It's going to be 4th and 2. Ball sent to 38. Got to get to the 40.
Come on, let me hear some.
See, they draw up here. Shotgun formation from Omari and Russell. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's trying to get to the outside. They're going to run. He's going to throw it, but it's going to fall incomplete. And Osceola is going to take the ball over on downs. Just couldn't get the ball. And too much pressure, Bobby.
And too much pressure there, and Tony McNeil's in the backfield in the quarterback's face. I think Omari and Russell is cramping up a little bit over there on the sideline, Osceola sideline. He's had a long night. And
yep, he's going to fall down. He cannot make it across the field, so they're going to help him get stretched out. But nevertheless, it's going to be Osceola's ball, 1st and 10. With 4:34 left in this ball game, 21-0, Osceola leading. But Bobby, this game was close. People have no idea how close this game really was here about in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and that's true, Michael. Blytheville came in and had question marks, and the one thing I noticed that even though they had question marks at quarterback, they played hard. They blocked well. Their defense played well. Defense played outstanding for most part of the football game. You can't say enough about Omari and Russell. And the young man has played hard, and he's taken a beating back there. And I think they've got they've got their quarterback going forward, and they're going to bounce back from this loss, and they'll play better next week. They've got a good football team, and we want to see them do well the rest of the year.
Exactly right. It's just one game at a time, and Coach Ruffin is going to do his best to get this team headed in the right direction, and I think they are headed in the right direction. They just got to get some penalty things worked out. Both teams do. I mean, it ain't just one team, but I think they'll be fine. Blytheville's got a good football team. 1st and 10 for Osceola. Ball sent at the 38-yard line. One man goes into motion. There's a snap. I'll give it to Anderson. He's trying to get around the outside, but he's knocked down in the backfield by number 44, True Walker, and there's going to be a loss on the play.
A good tackle there. 44's been playing hard all night. He's been in the backfield a lot. Again, that defense has played well. They played very well, and that saves a big play there because Travell had room on the right side.
Clock is moving. 4:05 left in this game. Be 2nd down. 2nd and 14. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Throws a slant, and good job there. I mean, he just dropped it, but it was a good job there by number 18. That's Chevelle Stancy. Knocks it away from Keenan Jackson.
He got his hands in there. Good defensive play. Didn't interfere with the receiver, and got in there and broke the pass play up. It was a good throw by Don Taven. He had it on the money. Just a better defensive play.
First time I seen the quarterback come to the sideline, get to play. He wanted to make sure he got the right one in. Third down. 3rd and 14 for Osceola. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw, trying to get out of there. Still looking to throw. Now he's going to run across the 40. Going to be thrown down at about the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and 7 for the Seminoles.
And you got 3:45 to go in the football game here, and I'm not sure if I'm Coach Carter that I don't just go ahead and run another play and take care of the football here. Make sure you don't put it on the ground. Just run as much of that clock as you can run.
4th down, 4th and 7 for Osceola. Need the 28. That's what you're looking for. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw. He's got a man wide open at the 30, at the 20. He's going to knock a man, just run over a man down to about the 19-yard line.
There's a flag on the play.
And we got a flag on the play. They're going to say it's a holding against Osceola. But, hey, Anthony Harris Jr. just runs over number 18, Chevelle Stancy.
That's the monster that AJ is, and he's got great hands. That's a great throw by Dontaven. Those two have been friends forever and grew up playing together, and it shows there, that confidence. And, Dontaven will put the ball on AJ. AJ has I'm telling you, he's just a matchup nightmare.
Bobby, you were so right. You talked about how good of friends AJ and Dontaven are. Bobby, I can remember back when they were young. Oh, my goodness. I'm talking about 3rd grade, 2nd grade, playing sports at Osceola. Them two kids were always close. And here they are, seniors, playing their last time, well, possibly their last time together as Seminoles. And, man, I can just remember them young kids, how special they were.
We knew back then.
Yeah, I knew it, I promise you. Punt formation for Osceola after the hold. It's going to be a good punt. I mean, a good one. Fair catch by Blytheville. It's going to be taken at about the 16-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10 with 3:03 left in this ball game. Seminoles leading 21-0.
Draylon Heyman's done a great job punting the football tonight. He may have won himself a job.
I agree. And
that good job.
Helps AJ out. AJ usually is your punter. That gives him a little breather. He can come out of the ball game, let that guy punt. And, yeah, I agree. He's
done a great job with the ball.
Excellent job. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. I know I keep saying that, folks, but you have no clue how important they are. Without them, this does not happen. We appreciate that. I want to thank everybody watching on our Facebook page and our Seminole Nation page. Appreciate y'all so much. Great viewership here tonight, and we appreciate it. 1st and 10 for the Chickasaws. 4 wide receivers set. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Now he's got to try to find him a room to run, trying to get to the outside. He's going to get across the 20, up to the 25. Oh, takes a shot. Ooh, takes a shot. Takes a shot by number 16 for Osceola, Charles Poole. I'm talking about he lowered the boom on him.
Charles got to maintain his composure there. He made a great play, and let's get up and run back to the huddle.
He does, Bobby. You're right. I mean, there's no room for getting up and doing any taunting. You're right. That's something that shouldn't happen. But I'm going to tell you, to a young man that gets to finally come in and lower that boom on somebody, it's tough not to get up and just want to yell.
He's excited, yeah.
Yeah. They teach you. It taught us we wanted to get up and celebrate, just to holler in the air or something.
There you go.
But
there you go.
Boy, you get the opportunity to lay that wood to them. Because you don't see a lot of that anymore with the helmet-to-helmet stuff and all the protocols that are in. Hardly ever you're going to see somebody get to hit somebody like that. 1st and 10 for the Chickasaws up to the 29-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to run. Had him in the backfield, but he's going to get away. Cross the 35. He's out of bounds at about the 37, close to the 37-yard line. Good run there by the quarterback. That's number 2, Omarion Russell. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 for Blytheville.
And I'm going to tell you, Omarion Russell is a tired young man.
He's done a lot.
He has played hard tonight. He's been the bulk of the Chickasaw offense, and he's really put some effort into the football game tonight.
Just real quick, Bobby. Well, I'll say it after this play here. 2nd down and 2 for the Chickasaws, and it looks like I think Osceola's going to take a timeout. And let's just hold it right here, Bobby, while we got a timeout. I just saw a comment from Graham Kimbrough, and he says he still remembers when Don Whitney called the games on KOSC 860 AM. And Bobby, I'm going to tell you some of the earliest memories. I knew Don as a kid, so I didn't know him very long before he moved on and passed away. But I can remember people telling stories of Don Whitney getting on there, and he would say, "My name is Don Whitney, and we are on the Mississippi." And dude, I just, when people would tell me that, it gives me chill bumps, thinking about how back in the day there wasn't no TV like this. You didn't have no live stream. You didn't have the internet that would let you go live stream here every Friday night. If you didn't listen to the radio, and what I mean by radio is one of them little box tops that sit up on the counter in the living room or on the coffee table, you didn't watch. You didn't listen to. You didn't know what was going on if you weren't
there. That's right. And in those days, Michael, the whole town came to the football game.
Yes.
Everybody came out.
Everything closed early.
Yes.
Because everybody was going to Seminoles Stadium or to the stadium.
Game.
That's right. Sure is. And that's right. 860 AM was the radio spot for Osceola for as long as folks as I can remember. I mean, I remember when Dickie Kennemore used to do it. I mean, before that, and after that, Rodney Goodman and all of them did it on KOSC. I did it for a number of years before we went to the live stream. And I'm just telling you, it's been a long time. It's going to be an interception on the far side. 45, 40, 35. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. The 5. Touchdown Seminoles. 39 yards. Pick 6 from number 22, Jabari Person.
He's just standing back there waiting. He's playing good defense, playing a zone back in the deep end, and just read the quarterback's eyes, broke on the football, made a good catch. Better run.
Jabari Person gets the pick 6 for the Seminoles on a 39-yard return. And Logan Slayton's going to attempt the extra point. That gives you a little life, don't it, Bobby? Yes.
And somebody's lost some paraphernalia there on the football field.
Yeah, stuff everywhere, ain't it? There is a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. 2:31 left in this ball game. Osceola 28, Blytheville 0. Take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
This clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. See Grant for all your auto, home, life, and banking needs. Farm Bureau is located at 3125 West Kaiser Avenue in Osceola, and you can reach Grant at 870-563-6561 or 870-316-4212. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium, 28-0. Osceola has opened it up here in the fourth quarter, folks. One score in the first quarter, and that was Osceola, 6-0, and nothing else happened to the fourth quarter. 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, Bobby.
And this is just a case, Michael, of the offense feeding off the defense.
And that was like a little shank off the side of the foot of Logan Slayton. Blytheville was going to have the ball in good field position at the 46-yard line of Blytheville.
You know, Michael, we talk all the time about the defensive scheme work of Coach Carter, and he sure showed it tonight. And, again, it's a case of the defense keeping you in the ball game, staying strong, keeping you there until the offense can get going. And finally in the fourth quarter, they found the answer and got a rhythm. And you see what the Seminole football team can be in the fourth quarter.
Bob, we were talking about KOSC a while ago. You know, a lot of people, I'm sure they do know, and there's a lot of people that don't know, but KOSC was one of the big radio stations back in the day that played some of the first songs, like Elvis Presley. One of his first songs was played on KOSC 860 AM, and then Elvis himself came over to Osceola and was a person that went into the booth there and and talk to the DJ right here in Osceola. So there's a lot of history, especially musical history in Osceola, that a lot of people just do not know about.
That's very true.
Little jumbo package here. Quarterback's under center, ball's on the ground. Let's see what we got. I think Blytheville's going to fall back on it, and they're going to get positive yards, at least a 1 yard up to the 46, 47. But Kevin Klein was the DJ
George
back
Klein.
then. George Klein, yes, was the DJ back then. He went over into Memphis, and Colonel Parker gave him a copy of one of Elvis's first songs. He brought it back over to Osceola and played it, and that was one of the first recordings and one of the first radio stations it got played on was 860 AM KOSC.
Yep.
A lot of history. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to the running back, hitting the backfield, and they're just trying to hold on to him. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down, third and about 9 for the Chickasaws.
Yeah, you talk about KOSC, and it eventually morphed into an FM station, and I can remember one Christmas being at Grandma's house, and we were all there, and your family, my family, Grandma and Uncle Ricky, and I called into KOSC and answered a question and won a 2-liter Pepsi.
There you go.
And you thought I won a limousine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was so excited.
Well, you remember they used to have the radio auction. I don't know if it was the Rotary or
Yes.
Kiwanis. I can't remember who it was that had the Rotary auction or the radio auction. But you dialed in, and if it was busy, you just had to keep dialing back to get your bid in.
Yep.
But that was happening on KOSC back in the day. There's a snap. Quarterback looks to run. He's trying to find room, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. Just nowhere to go. They're going to give him forward progress up to about the 43-yard line, but nevertheless, it's going to be fourth down for the Blytheville Chickasaws. About 48 seconds left here in this ball game. It's crazy how time and technology has evolved, Bobby, because yes, the radio is still part of everyday life, but it's just not used the way it used to be back in the days.
That's true,
When
and that's a
it's all you
sad
had.
thing to me. Radio was great. I can remember listening to the Hogs on the radio, and listening to high school football across the state. If a high school was lucky enough to have a radio broadcast, which Osceola always was, the effect that radio had on sports in those days was huge.
Hand off to the running back. He's trying to get positive yardage. He's going to go down at the 48, close to the 49-yard line, but that's going to turn the ball over on downs, and the clock's going to go all the way down to 0, and that's going to do it. The Osceola Seminoles had their first win of the season under Jamie Carter in the 2021-22 season, 28-0. We'll take a timeout. We're going to let all the sponsors get a word back, and we'll be back with the post-game show, folks. Stay tuned.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank and premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Stop by First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, located at 1460 West Kaiser in Osceola, and see Bank President Greg Reese and Teller Supervisor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals, located at 202 West Johnson in Osceola, can meet all of your residential and storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Reynolds at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Reynolds are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation.
Gary's Pizza, owned by Gary and Billy Ann Hugel, is located at 1275 West Kaiser in Osceola and has been making pizzas since 1984. With over 3 decades of experience, you can taste the difference experience makes. Gary specializes in create your own or specialty pizzas, wings and things, sandwiches, calzones, nice variety of starters, and dessert options. Don't forget, Gary's also has shaved ice with over 40 flavors. You can dine in, carry out, or get delivery by calling 870-563-0808. Gary's Pizza is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Mi Pueblo Authentic Mexican Restaurant is located at 1720 West Kaiser in Osceola. At Mi Pueblo, you can experience the finest Mexican food there is. Mi Pueblo is open 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily and is available for dine-in or carry-out. You can contact Mi Pueblo at 870-563-8292. Owner Jose Marquez is an Osceola Seminole alumni and wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season. Mi Pueblo is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Osceola City Council member Tyler Dunnigan is a third-generation Osceola resident and is working hard to make Osceola a community where people want to live, where our children are safe, and where we can all succeed. If you want a cleaner, safer, and better Osceola for all the citizens, Tyler is working for you. Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Go Seminoles!
The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletic.
The Small Town Company Boutique and Tennis Salon is located at 109 North Walnut in historic downtown Osceola and is open Monday through Saturday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Co-owner Tracy Cowder and Joe Booker invite you down to see their most updated clothing line that includes shoes, accessories, and much more. Small Town Company also has the best tanning packages around. Makeup artist Haley Grimes and manicurist pedicurist Taylor Cagle offers their services as well. You can follow the Small Town Company on Facebook, and they are your one-stop shop. The Small Town Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. See Grant for all your auto, home, life, and banking needs. Farm Bureau is located at 3125 West Kaiser Avenue in Osceola, and you can reach Grant at 870-563-6561 or 870-316-4212. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Grant Barnett is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says, we get you out of jail fast for real. Free for Real Bail Bond Company provides quick, fast, and reliable service to their clients who wish to bail their loved ones out of jail to meet their court appearances. We provide services for misdemeanors and felonies with some financing available. Call Mayberry 763-1999 or 563-1100. Free for Real Bail Bond Company says, you are free for real. Free for Real Bail Company is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Dr. Toriano Green and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2021 and 2022 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles!
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium for the postgame show. Osceola defeats the Blytheville Chickasaws 28-0 here. And Bobby, that's a big feat for Osceola tonight, holding the Chickasaws out of the end zone. There was a couple of times that Osceola was close down here. Blytheville was close down here to put the ball in the end zone. Seminoles hold and get the win tonight, 28-0. And let's go over scoring here. Wasn't but one score in the first half, folks, and it came with 6:53 left in the first quarter. Terrell Anderson has a 2-yard touchdown run. Logan Slayton's extra point was no good, and Osceola led 6-0. And folks, it stayed like that until the very beginning of the fourth quarter, and that's when Osceola finally kicked it into gear with 11:46 left in the ball game. Dontaven Littleton has a 22-yard touchdown pass to Keenan Jackson, Tried for the two-point conversion run. Dontavian Littleton runs it in, 14-0. 6:34 left in the ball game. A 7-yard touchdown run by number 34, Travell Anderson. Extra point was good, 21-0 at that point. And then we get down to 2:31 left in the ball game. 39-yard pick six from Jabari Person. Logan Slayton's extra point was good. Final score 28-0, Bobby.
You know, both of those scores, the very first score of the game and the first score in the fourth quarter, were fed by turnovers. And that's what that defense gives you for the defensive front of the Seminoles, just being disruptive, getting in the backfield, causing those turnovers, and then the offense capitalizing it. Just a case of defense being ahead of the offense early in the year and keeping them in the ball game until the offense could find its rhythm. And that's why we talk about it all the time. You can't put the ball on the ground, and that's just a case of the defense giving the offense a short field, capitalizing on it, and then blowing the game open.
Couple good